Welcome everyone to another session of Into the Ashwell by TorchbearerGaming. This is our 8th session, episode 8, and we're joined by, as usual, 4 players and some extra watchers as always. If you haven't seen the previous episodes, I highly advise going back and doing so. This will be in a playlist more than likely, is how you'll get to it, so please just feel free to watch from episode 1 to get the full backstory on what's going on, because otherwise you might not really understand what's coming up. But after that, we'll get right into it. Well, since our last session, the spring is coming to an end soon. An unseasonably dry summer wind has been blowing in from the east, carrying with it the stink of sulfur. And of course, this has stirred up the common folk around the city of Hearthmoor, and everyone's whispering of ill omens and portents in the dark corners and hidden halls of the city. Something is stirring within the keep, and no good can come from that, as we all know. So let's actually just jump straight into it with our character introductions. So take it away, Welburd.
Alright, one sec. Locky. Alright. Hey, ladies out there, ladies and gems. My name's Welburd Shortnose, or Big Daddy Welburd Longmember, as the ladies call me. Oh, boy. Well, let's get down to it. I grew up in Goblava. Mean damn streets those was. Orphaned. Long ago, like many kids that time. And since I've been there, I went through a lot of lying, cheating, soul stuff, snuck around, the normal city stuff, city slicker, you know. But once I finally got enough coin to get out of town, I left the place, went to a mercenary company, helped me train myself, use my talents to really get a good bit in life, you know. I now work as a scout, tracker, assassin, whoever pays the most, you know. But I had heard months ago that a lot of gold been run through this place now called Hearthmoor that I'm at now, and I deemed to get my bit on it, my piece, you know. I'm not too worried even after everything I've seen. I can handle it. Goblava was worse. But I like gold. Gold! Art. Oh, nice pictures. I got me a picture from one of my last elves. Nice lady. It's worse for wear now, but you know. I like gems, and I fancy myself a connoisseur. You know, I hate going out in the wilderness, cold nights. You know, it's terrible. Used to the city. I really hate empty beds. You know what I mean? Hey, ladies out there willing to join me? Come on down. I get freebies. And just general bad food. I hate it. I ate enough of that stuff back in Goblify. And yeah, that's me. I'm a ranger.
Welburd is always a treat, so then we move on to the next person in the line.
Alright. Yeah, hello there. My name is Gary, Gerald, Garret. No. Garret. Yes. Garret Wandermind. Devotee of the arcane arts, the wizard's wizard, the halfling's champion. What was the question? Oh. Sorry, I tend to forget things. However, just so you know, I am sharp as a tack. That's right. I'm supposed to tell you a little bit about myself. As a young man raised by academics in the capital of the realm of man, Garret was raised among artisans, scribes, intellectuals, and philosophers. It was only natural that he sought to join these esteemed individuals. He went to a number of academies before eventually enrolling to be trained as a wizard by the Order of the Grey Cloak, a well-regarded guild of arcanists who are funded by the crown. Garret excelled in his studies and found he had a knack for magic. While he never found a specialization like most of his peers, he spent years devoted to the arcane arts and learned them well. Then came his final trial, and things took a darker turn. Nobody knows the specifics of what happened in the labyrinth of trials, but by the time Garret left, he was not the same man he was before. It was as if something he had experienced had frazzled his mind. Still, he proved more than capable as a spellcaster, and despite his short-term memory and distractible nature, he graduated. After years of bumbling about the capital, embarrassing the Order of the Grey Cloak, he was exiled from their membership and was sent packing from the capital, which eventually led him to the land of Hearthmore. I like literature, philosophy, the arcane arts, historical text, statuary, topiary, architecture, and most artisan crafts. I love freshly cooked bacon, remnants of golden technology and culture. What I dislike is war. What is it good for? Eh. Distinctly remembers liking the taste of rum, but actually can't stand it. I like games of chance and betting. The sight of blood brings the stink of burnt hair to my mind. And madness. Guys, this looks serious. We should probably band together and oh my god, what is that over there? That is Garret Wandermind for you.
Alright, and that's our two veteran players for this session, so now we go into our two newer players, starting with Tech.
I will be playing Caldago. I would read my whole thing in a voice, but it'd be a lot harder to understand because he's not very smart. He's a barbarian gnoll. Oops. Caldago was raised amidst a sea of golden grasslands atop a great mesa that his people have called home for ages. He was steeped in the traditions and rituals of day-to-day life by his mother, a shaman of the goddess Artisma. He spent his time hunting, training for battle, and learning to survive the harsh lands. As an adult, Dago was a powerful warrior and hunter amidst his tribe, so it was no surprise when he rose to his place as Khal. He always had a way with beasts and was believed to be blessed by Artisma. He led his people for 2 decades. As a Khal, it was Dago's responsibility to keep his tribe safe and guide them on their path. He failed. His entire tribe burned in flames, the likes of which Dago had never seen. He tracked the strange creature that committed this atrocity to the Ashwell keep. And his only clue is a single golden feather. He likes hunting, ritual dances, the kinship of beasts and traditions. He really doesn't like damp, cold, sailing, or vegetables. I mean, come on, who likes vegetables? And his madness, he likes to associate everyone he meets with some random animal and assumes they share the same traits.
Excellent. And next, we have another person touched by the flame.
Ooh, the veterans have set up quite the stage. I'm gonna destroy my voice, but I'm gonna try my best.
Good luck.
You can do it.
My name is Gavril Branza, warden and human, charred. As a young man, I was given to the clergy of Morningstar by my father after dearest mother passed away giving birth to me. I was raised in the cloistered halls of worship and reverence. As all teenagers are apt to do, I rebelled against my teachings and sought an escape from my mentors. This led me to the catacombs beneath the abbey. Here I found many unexpected things, but most fascinating among them was an antiquated urn. Curiosity and teenage foolishness are powerful forces, and these led to the opening of the ancient urn by my hand, releasing the being contained within, and with it flames, flames unlike any I've ever felt or seen. The fires raged through the abbey, burning every man, woman, and child to ash, except myself. The last thing I remember was the being's voice, like a chorus singing before passing out. Years passed as I recovered in an infirmary. After the incident, my mind and body both wrecked by the weight of what my actions occurred. Eventually, I recovered enough to function as a member of society, and I made the decision to devote my life to the wardens, and I've spent the last decade defending the faithful, the innocent, and the lost from the creatures that hide in the glaring light of day and the darkness of night alike. My voice. My likes: cool breezes, the time right before sunrise, the scent of morning dew, cold drinks, long baths, perfumes, vegetables, fruits, and herbs. My dislikes: humidity, insects, the smell of cooked meat churns my stomach, the stares of others. Prayer, for while it is important, it alone cannot be relied upon. I have quite the aversion to fire and strong sources of heat. I refuse to carry any torch, lantern, or other flaming object or light source, and if I were to suffer fire damage, things will not go well.
Excellent. Really like the voice.
It's good.
Alright, and that is our cast for tonight's episode. And this should be interesting.
I hope you guys are actually able to understand me.
Yes.
Oh, you're good, man. Yeah, it was great.
So yes, as was mentioned before, the spring is coming to an end soon, and much has been done in the town. Like, Hearthmoor is largely a farming community, so the plants are starting to grow and bloom in the harvest, and people are already starting to prepare for the harvest to come at the end of summer. And the city is bustling and busy, but still the ominous foul wind from the east carries ill omens to all of the people of Hearthmoor, who have become suspicious by a matter of course. When you live close to such an accursed place, suspicion and superstition are a way of life. So naturally, people have been on edge as of late. Wary. The keep has been delved very few times in the last week, since a group returned previously, telling tales of strange, many-eyed beasts like none had ever been seen, and large crab-like monsters rising from flooded portions of the dungeon. But of course, many a mercenary calls Hearthmoor home, and most of them need coin. And coin is not so easy to earn when you cannot enter a dungeon. So, the local rabble has been getting quite restless as well, as people want their money. And have expensive lifestyles, sometimes. Luckily, as luck would have it though, jobs are always on the rise in Hearthmoor, and thus we come now upon the job board of the local tavern, the Leaky Bitch, where a certain goblin who's always looking for a job seems to be stuffing his nose up against the board.
You know, I don't get what you guys are talking about. Some sort of smell. I don't smell anything. Sulfur? I don't know. Well, let's see here. Ooh, well, old grandma asking for someone to find her long lost puppy. Hmm. I wonder if she gives favors. Hey, you over there! And just points to a random person. Do you know old lady Mildred? Is she a fox?
Perhaps once, but those days are long gone.
Oh, damn. I wouldn't mind oh yeah. Uh, I won't make you blush. Uh,
Rest
He starts-
assured, I am quite red beneath my helm. Ha, ha, ha. His laughter is really like raspy.
oh. Well, I didn't mean to embarrass you that much. You one of those people that, doesn't like talking to people, gets really embarrassed?
I don't think I'd say I'm shy.
Goblin,
Eh?
come here.
Oh. Who is it?
From across the room, you hear the old lady that's always sitting in the corner in her rocking chair, stewing up things. Yells for you. It's Lady Negrescu, the owner of this establishment.
Oh, Granny! What you need?
And
Trot on over.
as anyone could know from the local rumors, this woman is quite mad.
He done it now.
You're
Well,
looking
good
for
friends.
work, aren't you?
I'm always looking for work, Granny.
Indeed. Well, I might know of something that you adventure-y, killing people types could do.
Oh?
You see. She kind of like leans in a bit closer. I've seen people leaving their homes in the late of night and heading for the mountains these days.
Why would they do it in the middle of the night?
Why indeed would any common citizen make their way towards the keep?
Maybe they like to, do it in odd places. I don't know.
Or perhaps they're invoking the name of forbidden things.
Oh. Where's Beans? Beans would know about this. He'll peer around the bar looking for a familiar plated figure.
The only
Not
plated
seeing him.
figure is Gavril. It does look sort of similar though, like their armor it shares similarities despite the very different designs.
Hey, you! I don't know your name. You seem like you look like Beans, so maybe I'll call you Baked Beans.
Baked beans?
Do you know anything about mountain rituals or anything like that?
Wait, would I?
You could roll a religion check. You know your fair share about forbidden rituals to ancient gods and the like.
Okay, well, he'll go ahead and share with what little or whatever he knows with the wee lad.
Well, from what you understand, the Ashwell Keep, while it's never been confirmed, is believed to be a monastery to a specific god that nobody talks about, called the Great Betrayer. Or at least it was once, long before the Hundred Generations War was sparked.
Yes. Are you talking about the Phoenix?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the false Phoenix.
And there's like, as soon as you say that word, there's like a moment where the room kind of just goes quiet.
He done it now.
Oh boy, you don't hold back. Tell me.
Indeed, this boy speaks truth, though. Go back to your business, you! And she kind of waves the room off.
Garrett's just sitting at the bar with a plate of bacon, staring and listening.
If there are indeed stupid, foolish common folk here, invoking the name of one of the old gods, someone should do something about it before someone answers.
How much you paying?
I have not much coin, but I can give you some coin and also product.
Ah, that lovely juice.
Indeed, my dear boy.
I love your juice, Grammy.
That's 'cause you're a good boy, and she pinches your cheek.
Aw, thanks, Granny. Can I have some right now? I'm feeling a bit thirsty.
She kind of just grabs a bottle and hands it to you.
Aw, thanks, Granny.
And you can see the bottle, like, everybody that's nearby can see the bottle. It's very crudely labeled, but it says, like, old, what was it? Shit. Granny's Fix-'em Juice, I think?
Mm-hmm.
It just seems to be some kind of, like, homemade herbal remedy.
Thanks, Granny.
But you should definitely find some other types like yourself. You wouldn't want to go marching in there by yourselves, even if they are just foolish men and women. They're still dangerous in numbers. Not to mention that the keep itself is more dangerous yet.
Well, of course. Baked beans, you up for it?
Without hesitation. We leave at
Oh.
once.
Okay. Anybody else?
Once we find 2 more. At least, minimum. Brr.
It was very specific, but okay.
Garret would put the plate down on on the counter and start walking towards you.
Yep. And they're not far off. Like, the counter is kind of right next to the little fireplace where this lady sits with her rocking chair.
Hey, I hear you're gonna go out and do some adventuring. You need a little help?
Oh, so at my height. Hey there. Yeah.
I actually think you're taller by a good portion.
Fair enough.
What are their exact heights, just so I can get an idea?
Garret is 2'11".
I'm 3'5", so I'm
Oh.
I'm half a foot taller.
You
And
are
I'm-
towering over him.
And I'm 6'3", so I'm just sort of awkwardly looking down.
I'm a goblin, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that.
Yeah, what were the other 2 of you?
Garrett's a halfling.
And it's kind of hard to tell what Gavril is, but from the name he sounds human, but he is quite heavily armored, and basically nothing is showing.
There's nothing visible of his skin.
Okay.
Another big fella. Every time we go down or we go out, there's always a big fella with us.
Oh, he's not the biggest. Okay, sure do that.
Maybe he'll give us a ride on his shoulders.
Ah, I didn't actually fill it in. That's
Not likely.
Aww.
I'll carry you out should you fall in battle.
Like that's gonna happen. You know, I think I'm gonna keep getting confused if I call you baked beans. I gotta find another name. What do you think?
Gavril. Gavril Branza, please.
Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne.
I prefer Avril to Beans. That will do.
Beans is a special name in my heart.
And you are?
A Welburd Shortnose, at your service.
And Garret Wandermind at yours.
Now, Tech, you've been sitting here listening to this the whole time from across the room, kind of drinking your sorrows away. That you've lost the trail to this beast that killed your people. And you hear the mention of this one creature at one point where the whole room went quiet, and you don't know explicitly what that creature is because your people are pretty outside the general culture of the world, but you do know that it is some kind of revered and ancient fowl.
Alright, well, I'll probably go walk up to them and go, "Hey, tiny guy,
Which one?
you
Here,
you-
there's
you
like
talk-
a bunch of us.
You talk of Big Bird, right?
He just points to Gavril. No, he talk a big bird.
And yes, for like reference, when he says tiny guy, it could be any of you. He's 7'2".
Yeah, basically.
Like, this is a knoll. He walks over to you, and he's got like the kind of like spotted like jaguar style-y fur. It's very golden yellow, and he's just huge. He's got like this feathered headdress on.
Oh, it's like a bird dog.
It was him, Lionel. He just points to Gavril.
Gavril is crossing his arms and is trying to stand up straight because he's not used to things towering over him.
Yes, gnolls are quite well known. They're not generally members of society, but some gnolls do make their way into the societies and work as like laborers or mercenaries. Most of them do tend to stay in the wilds.
Yes,
So-
so was I.
So, Bearman, you talk of Big Bird. I need to find Big Bird.
For all of our sakes, I hope Big Bird is long gone. But if people are sneaking out to seek some remnants, we should look into that.
Do you like gold? I like gold.
I like any kind of shiny things.
Oh, a man after me own heart. I'll call you Jerry. For now.
I'll forget it anyways.
Oh, that's fine. I will probably too.
Alright. Well, if you're all willing, then here you go. And the granny hands you each a bottle of Fix'em juice.
Do I get another one?
No.
Oh,
So you can all
Yeah.
write down you have one bottle of Fix'em juice.
Gavril just sort of looks at this weird concoction still and then slowly puts it away. He doesn't know how to feel about this.
Now, if you bring me back proof that they were indeed cultists of some manner, then I will definitely reward you. And if you can bring them back alive, I'm sure the Reeve will be happy to pay you for the crime. Catching criminals is technically his job, but of course, his jurisdiction is not in the keep.
Yeah, I like the idea of catching cultists.
I don't like the idea of talking to the Reeve, though.
Yes, and for any of you that might not be aware of like more of your medieval history, a Reeve is basically like a chosen by the people sheriff. The people choose him and he keeps everybody in line and enforces the law and is kind of a go-between for between the barony and the people.
I don't believe I've shared words with the Reeve. Is he a kind man?
He's a hard man. He's seen much violence in his life. For someone so small to bear so many burdens.
Indeed.
And yes, it's well known that the Reeve is a halfling. Which is unsurprising given that Hearthmore started as a halfling community.
Do Garret and Welburd know each other? Like, could we tell that they're familiar with one another?
We're not.
We
think
don't
we've
know
ever-
each other.
Yeah, we've never delved.
We just
We've probably
have
seen
a-
each other around the tavern and stuff, but never associated.
we have a sense of camaraderie for being short and like shiny things.
Oh yeah, no, I just wanted to know, like, the vibe we were getting. So it's just full-on tiny titans. Alright.
Seems so. Yes, the Reeve is well known around there. His name is Benjamin Strongheart.
What a name.
Benji and I go back a little bit. Not too far. At least to the jail.
But with that, it seems you have a goal and a group. So you set off to prepare for your mission.
I think
Yeah.
the sooner we leave, the better.
And thus we move into the vendor phase.
I have everything ready already.
I know you do. Alright, so for the new people, how this works is, you see how there's 2 rows of these? You can stop at any 2 locations on here, but you can only ever stop at one of the bottom row, ever. Like, you can't stop at 2 of the bottom row in a single session. Because they're outside of town, so you actually have to make a journey out to them. The rest are all in town, so you can stop at either 2 of them or 1 of each row. And then you get 2 actions, which can be split between the 2 places you go to, and there are certain things you can do no matter what. Like, for example, you can donate money at any location, and it doesn't take an action. If you want to buy and sell, it's 1 action to do both at a location. You can also attempt to rob any place that you want to.
Have you had people try
currently,
that?
one of you is required to because of a curse from a previous session.
Yeah. I'm cursed.
That sounds interesting. What
Yes,
a
Welburd
curse.
is currently suffering from a curse of greed.
So it's pretty much status quo.
It's compelled status quo. But yes, I'll let you all, the other three of you think about it while Verdun just runs through it, okay, because he has to plan this stuff ahead of time.
Yes, I have to spend 75% of my gold every session.
That's his
I have
madness.
Just a general common question. I think this is important for all of us. If I buy a skilled whore for 5 gold, do I have her forever?
No, you're not buying all, you're renting.
Damn it.
I'm glad someone asked because I didn't want to be that guy.
Yeah, I think we should just clear what the common whore I'm assuming is the same.
Yeah, they're all the same. There's common and skilled, and there's also exotic if you go to the Ordo.
So
Exotic escorts.
I am going to go to Hermes, Empirical Emporium of Eclectic Eccentricities.
Indeed, the newest store in town that nobody has stopped at yet.
Got a great name.
Strange building made of brass and steel, with glistening wonders and gears many. Alright.
And I had an unidentified dwarven rifle from last time. I'm gonna spend some money to get it identified.
Alright, that's 12 gold.
Indeed. Do you want to state what it is, or shall we just continue?
It is a special ancient Dwarven rifle called a Spitfire. Most notable for its ability to load large masses of ammunition at a single time and fire them off at rapid pace.
Excellent. I will also buy 3 things of dwarven ammo, 2 uses of tinker's tools, and an adventurer's bag.
So that's that total. 20, 40, 60, 185. What was the middle part?
2 uses of tinker's tools, that's 14.
So 199 gold.
Yes. And after I spend my gold, I'm going to basically wait for him to go outside the store and wait for him to go and deposit this huge amount of gold rather than have it out at the counter. And I'm going to roll stealth to try to steal a use of adventurer's gear.
Alright, so you
That's
bought the
alright.
adventurer's bag, bought some dwarven ammo, you get it identified, and you bought 2 tinker's tools. So none of those have limited amounts, okay. Okay, give me a stealth check. Or sleight of hand.
Stealth.
Okay.
23.
That'll do it. So you managed to swipe adventuring gear.
Alright.
Alright, is that all you had to do?
That's all I have to do at Hermes. Then I'm going to go to the murder caravan and sell my 16 pounds of bits and bobs.
Yes. And how much did we say that was last night?
48 gold.
48 gold.
And I'm going to use the money I've made with that to buy the potion of healing. For 60.
Okay, so you're ended up giving them 12 gold.
Yes. And for my last trick, I'm going to try to become the king of Kenku. With my crown of Mamoon.
Oh shit, you have the crown.
Oh boy.
I'm
Do
going to
it.
go in front of the Kenku and go like, hey, listen up, everybody! You have a new king now!
Okay, that sounds like a side session to me.
Okay, that's fine.
So we will definitely handle that in a side session now.
Got
But
it.
that sounds awesome. The
Awesome.
ramifications of such will be seen soon enough.
Yeah.
Alright, but you've got you bought the potion of healing, right?
Yes.
Alright, so that's that, and Kenku no longer have any, and yes, for reference for the new people, Murder Caravan is a lot less ominous than it sounded. It's called a murder because it's run by Kenku, which are
No,
crow
I got
people.
the joke. It's a very good one.
Alright,
I'll go.
Garrett's going to start off at the Lucky Bitch, and he is going to get a bottle of common wine,
alright, so that's what?
1 gold, and then he's
1
going to
gold.
head on down to the Rundown Shrine. And once he's at the Rundown Shrine, he's going to offer that bottle of wine, and then he's going to buy a potion of healing. That is wonderful. I didn't realize that was going to happen when I bought that.
Alright, so what did you want to buy from the Rundown Shrine?
A potion of healing.
Okay, excellent.
And that's it for Garrett today, because he's broke.
Did you want to go next, Tech?
Oh, I'm not actually gonna be buying anything. I need gold.
Which is fine, like I said, there's multiple things you can do at each location if you look, but if you don't want to do anything, you can kind of wait until your next session to try to get more involved in it.
Okay, yeah, 'cause I don't know. I mean, as of right now, I don't foresee me needing to do anything.
Can make a wish. Maybe check the job board. At the Leaky Bitch.
That name.
I know.
It is the most
What?
classy establishment.
The name is
There's
awesome.
plenty of stuff you can do that can help you get some extra gold.
Okay. Well, I guess go check out the job board then.
Alright, so you're gonna go check out the job board at the Leaky Bitch. Alright, so you kind of take your time and look over this job board, and there doesn't seem to be anything exceptionally eye-catching, except that there is a local jeweler who's looking for silver. So he's buying up any and all silver at quite large prices, more than normal.
Come on down to good old times.
Okay.
And that's at the local blacksmith is buying it up at the Hot and Heavy.
You can also gamble. Try to get some more money that way.
I don't have much to even gamble with.
Yeah, it's up to him. Like I said, you don't have to do anything. It's your first session. You'll get into it as you go.
Yeah. Okay.
And as for Gavril, any ideas?
Yes, he'll head over to the Temple of Hestia to purchase a healing kit.
Okay, so a healer's kit.
So I believe that's 15 gold.
That is correct. And basically,
And then-
you're in that sidebar where there's all the different slots, you can just put a healer's kit 1 out of 3.
Oh, my next question was because I know the healer's kit is 10 uses. In your game, it is how many?
3. It's just like the ammunition and adventurer's kits and everything else. It has 3 uses. So, well, 3 slots. It's a little different.
Okay. And then for his second action, I'll just make it simple this time. He's gonna head over to the guild hall for Morningstar, and he's just gonna head over to the training grounds. I'm assuming there's gonna be like training dummies there or something he can strike with his sword.
Yep.
And just, before heading out, he just wants to get himself a little pumped, and he's just going to do a little bit of light training.
Alright, so if you want to do some training, just give me your choice of an athletics or a saving throw of any kind.
Okay, I'll do athletics then.
Alright, he did some pretty good training.
He is now sufficiently in the mood for cultist slapping.
Yeah, you did some athletics type training too as well. So you did some running through obstacle courses and stuff to make sure you're I'm up to dodge traps now.
I gotta keep up with my calisthenics.
Exactly. Yeah, you take some time to go train yourself. Center your mind and body via training.
And that's it for me.
All right. So I think that's everybody. So with that, we move on into the dungeon, which I need to go put your tokens in to make sure.
Become a member of the guild, you kind of have to have someone put a good word in for you, pretty much, or do something worthy of their entrance.
Okay.
Or inherently be a member, like Gavril is.
I could put in a good word for you.
Alright, you guys can all see where you're at, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Check something. Right? It doesn't look like one of the people has a light source. Okay, I fixed it.
By the way, dude, really top-notch music selection.
Glad you enjoy it.
Yeah, digging the Pan's Labyrinth, that's pretty cool.
It was a good movie.
Alright, looks like everybody can see where they're at now. So, yes, you are now make your way to the Ashwell Keep. This is a ancient looking monastery, abbey, keep, it's been on this mountain since even before Hearthmore was founded. And as you approach it, the entire place is shrouded in sulfuric mist that just stings the eyes and burns the nostrils as you approach, but the way is pretty well pathed out and known, so you finally make your way through to the giant double doors that enter the main hall. You push them open and make your way inside, and of course, as soon as you're in, the doors slowly just creak to a close behind you by themselves, choking off the amount of mist that starts to leak in through the doorways behind you. You find yourself within the oppressive darkness of Ashwell Keep. Some of you for the first time.
This is quite chilling.
Home sweet home. Maybe.
Yeah, it's tad dark in here too.
Everyone wonders to himself, if this is home, then what is hell?
Who's got torch? I ain't carrying it. I got a big rifle here. It's super shiny.
Gavril just sort of stiffens and then unsheaths his sword. Not I.
Well, okay. Uh, Mr. 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 Furryman? Mr. Fuzzy?
Yes.
Yes, if anybody wants to light up a torch, you can spend a point of adventure and gear to do so.
I can't find it on here. Do I know if I have, like, do I have dark vision or anything?
It's already inherently on your character. You have a little bit, not much. That's one of
Okay.
the unspoken rules of Ashwell Keep is that you have dark vision, but it's very muted in here because the darkness seems to actually like push back and wants you not to see.
Ugh.
And the only way to battle that is with the blazing star of light that is flame. Don't feel bad. The human and the halfling don't have dark vision, so they literally have 5-foot sight vision, whereas you have 15.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, okay, I feel a little bit better then.
But yes, anybody of you can light up a torch except for Gavril, who literally can't.
I will. Garrett will.
Alright. Torch code coming in. There you go.
What-ow!
Alright, I
Can
will
y'all,
be right back.
can y'all see now?
Hey, I can see.
Yep, go ahead and start exploring this room as you wish. I will be right back real quick. I smell something.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay. Was it this way last time? I don't think so. Hey, Jerry, you've been in here before, right?
Yeah, I've been down here a few times.
Do you remember what it was like last time?
Yeah, it was flooded with water the last time we were down here.
Was it? Water? I heard something about crabs, but I didn't hear anything about water.
Yeah, well, crabs live in water.
Well, yeah, but not always. You see them crabs walking on the shore, you know. They ain't in water.
Like, for a moment, they're not in water.
Oh, man. I suppose let's look around a little. Yes.
So with that, I had to step away a second. Alright, yes, this area that you're in, there seems to be a wall directly ahead, about 20 feet, that goes almost all the way up to the ceiling, but not quite the entire way, and you can see some light coming from above.
This looks familiar to Garrett. Is this the same entrance that we came in last time?
Yep, this room has not
Okay.
changed.
All right.
Oh! Is more the light beams. Who was with me that time? Someone got their ass burned by this stuff.
Yeah, I haven't seen this stuff yet.
Well, usually that thing in that portcullis over there never opens. Let's look elsewhere.
Gavril's gonna speak up. Your words are most troublesome. Does the layout of this keep change?
Oh yeah. It's never quite the same. I'm going left, going right, going right again, going left again. Always different.
Yeah, I believe we went this way last time.
Well,
To the left.
well, fair enough.
Yeah, to the left, I think is the way we came in last time.
Last time I left, Beans was with me, and Lubu. Oh yeah, and there was this orc lady.
As you go over this way, Welburd, there's a very earthy scent, and you see that there's some mold growing on the wall right here.
Oh, mold.
Surprised?
Yeah, this wasn't here before. Last time it was spiderwebs. Moldy spiderwebs, maybe.
He'll prod it in the mold with a bayonet.
It seems just like regular mold. It kind of scrapes off a bit. It's like almost like algae.
Mm.
I
And
wonder.
then, Good.
I was gonna say, I wonder if that has to do with all the water we found on here last time.
Maybe. It must be nice and moist. Well, he'll try to wipe off the bayonet on either Gavril or Garret when they're not looking.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
I guess Gavril's actually going to churn away, giving you ample opportunity. Khal,
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
do you have a heightened sense of smell?
Here you go.
One sec, I actually forgot something for you. Tech.
I don't mean to sound
Okay.
insensitive. Gavril's just assuming because you're a beast. You're like, oh, you can see, you look kind of like a dog. Does that mean you can smell really good like a dog?
Yeah, I actually forgot that.
What'd you add?
Your pet.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Yes, when with the call, once he got out of town, he did a whistle, and it called over, and this large breed of hyena that are quite frequently domesticated and used as hunting animals came up.
Oh, that's dope, man.
He looks like a cute little fellow.
Oh, hey there, little guy.
You are free to name him whatever you want.
Alright, cool.
Babies.
Yeah, they're ornery right now.
Oh boy. I'm gonna test the door.
Door opens
Ooh.
upward.
Upwards?
Like you have to pull it towards you, it doesn't push.
Okay. Outwards. I thought you said upwards, like the hatch.
No, that'd be weird.
Yeah, like a DeLorean.
Wood.
Indeed, this new hallway, like once you get past the cobble of the doorway, it seems to terminate into wooden planks.
Would Garrett have recognized that this is different from the last time he's in here?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
if he remembers.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, it was right or left or I think that's what we came last time. And this looks different.
And you do notice, like right inside the doorway there seems to be a spot where the boards have cracked open and some greenery is poking up through and a flower is growing.
Ooh. Hey, galvanized. You wanna go first?
Very well. Ooh, that's a little awkward. I guess he's just like testing this. He was just testing the stairs or that little, not that stairs, that little tiny bridge.
Yeah, just the changeover from wood to stone or stone to wood seems completely solid.
And then he'll take a few precautionary steps forward.
Alright, you enter the hallway. The boards do kind of creak a bit, but not enough to really give you any kind of alarm.
Come in. The boards will hold.
Come on, Fonzo.
What is this?
That's the spot where the boards cracked open and there's a flower sticking up through the floorboards.
Ah, okay.
You can see like some mossy greenery down beneath the boards where it's cracked open.
This is fancy. What kind of wood do you think this is?
Mahogany.
Mahogany? Where do you get mahogany? I don't know. I'm from a swamp.
From the trees.
Oh. You're right.
What does this appear to be?
It seems to be more of that same mold that was growing on the wall out there, but it started to encroach upon the floor.
You know, Jerry, I like you. You got a good sense.
I get the same about you too.
I'm gonna go over to the mold or the algae and like examine it.
Okay, if you want to roll me a nature check, you can try to identify it or see if it has any kind of special
It's
properties.
ironic. I don't have any nature.
Then you just roll flat wisdom. I think it's wisdom either way.
No.
Alright, it just seems like mundane mold to you. It doesn't have any like harmful or good properties as far as you know.
Okay.
And there does seem to also be some kind of plant like coming out of some cracks in the wall here, some leafy stuff. It's coming out of the wall at like I want to say about 4 or 5 feet up between there.
So this place is habitable for vegetation, it seems.
Yeah, sometimes.
This is the first time I think you've seen any vegetation that wasn't in a pot.
Yeah.
Or some kind
Somebody
of
say-
planter.
Somebody say pot.
I mean, I'm not quite surprised anymore.
It is definitely it's unnerving.
I guess Gavril's gonna take the time, see, because these two seem a lot seasoned than they've actually been in here. He's gonna ask, like, what have they encountered or witnessed in here? Anything worth noting or telling the two of us?
There's all sorts of oddities that happen in here, and it changes up a lot too.
Watch out for lasers and jets of fire.
Yeah, giant
And,
crabs. Giant crabs are bad. Ghostly demons aren't so good to mess with either.
If you see a deer, don't poke it.
The only thing that seems to give him any sort of response is seems fine with the demons and the deer, but the jets of fire gets a shudder as a response.
Yeah, we found a like lady with a sword on her one time. It was kind of, oh, what is this? This a flower?
Oh, a flower?
Yeah, this
All
was
right.
a flower.
Oh,
Can we take a look at the flower?
Yeah, I mean it's up a bit for you, but you can kind of stretch up and try to reach it.
He'll hop.
You kind of try pulling on it.
Yeah, like pull the leaf down a little bit.
It's very leafy, so you kind of like you grab a hold of it, and when you pop down, it actually pulls a chunk of it out. So you pull off a leaf.
Take a look at it if possible.
Yeah, it kind of shape-wise, it reminds you of a maple leaf more than anything.
Yeah,
It's got that kind of like 5-point.
it makes sense. This is maple wood, not mahogany.
ah. Well, fair enough. Does it
I mean,
mean it has syrup?
Oh, yeah, good idea. Oh, you know what's good with syrup?
What?
Bacon.
Bacon?
Yeah,
Bacon's
bacon's
good in
amazing.
general.
But with syrup, it's even better.
How do you prefer your bacon? Crispy? Or just a little chewy?
It depends on my mood.
Mhm.
But
I
I
know
do
some
like
people-
all kinds of bacon.
I know some people who like their bacon charred. Like, just burned through.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan of that.
Yeah, really, it kind of ruins the taste.
Grumble, grumble.
Baby
But you
is
know-
a big baby.
As they're having this conversation, I've been holding it back, but I think Dago's going to take a fingerful of this algae and taste it.
Oh boy.
Okay. You just gulp down a chunk of it, and it's like, it's not bad. Like it has a very like kind of briny taste to it.
Navel, what are you doing?
Eh?
Oh, that's no go.
I've been hungry.
Yeah, it has a very like briny, salty taste to it.
I wouldn't think eating mold off a wall would be too tasty.
Well, then do what I'm doing right now.
I'm gonna like get
I wonder
like
if
a
it's
whole
good with bacon.
handful and go here and like shove it in his face.
Shoved into his nose. That's in the way.
His short nose. See what I did there?
I'm gonna try to like duck out of the way. What should I roll for that? Athletics or acrobatics?
To duck, I would say acrobatics.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're easily able to just be like, yeah. It kind of just swoop under his arm.
I don't feel like eating no green stuff. I feel like making other people eat green stuff. Take that as you will.
Garrett's just kind of staring at the leaf and the plant in his hand.
Well, all right. Well, we gotta do the thing. Granny.
Yeah, what's the deal with that lady?
Oh, she's the sweetest. She gives you a nice juice.
Yeah, what's with the juice?
The juice is delicious. You should try it.
What's in it?
Oh,
Well, she calls it the fix-em juice.
I think I know one ingredient in it. Love.
Oh. Oh.
How do you bottle love?
Aren't you a mage? Shouldn't you know?
Yeah, that's not kind of my specialty. I'm more about blowing things up.
I like blowing things up too. Let's check this door here.
Yes, you see a pair of double doors, but the hallway does seem to continue forward, but there are a chunk of wood, or flooring seems to be missing.
I'll test the door.
They seem to, they have a give to them. They don't open, but they have give. Because I take that, like when you say test, I don't take it as you mean you want to open them straight up. You just, they kind of like, they're definitely not like forced shut. They're just closed.
I'll pop one of them open. Or
Yeah, you kind of
I
creak
have
one
that,
open
or-
a little bit.
and peer into the room.
You kind of peer in through the crack, and you can see that the next room is back to stone flooring, and it's like green and silver tiles that seem to be busted up a bit. But other than that, you can't see much.
Some stone floor.
For Judokilla, who's checking out the north more, you notice this bit of floor that's kind of broken up, and you can see the floorboards beneath. And there's some vines growing around it, up to the north more and across it as well, up out of the hole.
So is there enough light at the top of those stairs that I'd actually see that light?
There is indeed some kind of light source seeming to come from the north. You can't really see very distinct, but you see like swirling globes of green light in the distance.
Oh, that's very particular.
Are they stationary? Are they moving at all? Or are they just?
They are moving just kind of in random patterns. They don't seem to have any particular.
Yeah, see? Weird stuff like spirits down here.
Almost
Have
kind of
to
like
be careful.
fireflies.
Any sort of magic you're familiar with, Garret?
I could cast a spell and we can see.
Can I cast Detect Magic as a ritual?
Yep, it would take you a minute.
I think I can wait a minute to cast it. That's fine.
Alright, so you cast Detect Magic as a ritual, and you do indeed detect magic coming from that hallway. The lights themselves do seem to have a very faint aurora of magic to them, but there is also something larger and more magical in the room that you can't quite make out. But it is large and sort of conical in shape.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting some vibe that there's some magic in that hallway. The little bit from the lights that are dancing around, and definitely something bigger.
A pleasant vibe?
It doesn't tell me one way or another. I just know that it's magic. And
You know that it's
nature.
magic, and you do get a very earthy vibe.
What does your
Like
gut
scent.
say?
My gut says it's more earthy. I mean, with the seeing the plants and the mold and stuff around here, I get to feel like a very natural type of magic.
Well, the earth below gave birth to us, so maybe we should check it out. Should be safe.
Yeah, my mom gave birth to me.
I don't know who gave birth to me.
So did you just say that the magic was like nature-esque?
That's what he detected, yes.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, you said earthy.
Hey,
Okay.
with this hole here in the floor, obviously, does it look stable enough to go across?
Maybe for us. I don't know. I haven't really looked at it, but maybe we should try going this way first. Maybe it's a way around.
Out of character, Axel, would I be able to mend enough of the wood using my mending cantrip so that we could cross that?
I would let it give you advantage on the check to cross it without it breaking.
Okay. Okay.
Couldn't I jump over it?
You could also try to jump it.
I feel like I'd be able to jump that, no problem. It'd be like one big step.
I'm gonna open up the door. Welburd wants treasure.
Okay, so Welburd's going to open the door. The other ones... who's going to try and jump first? You have to get a bit of a
I'm
running
not
start.
jumping. I was just bringing it up.
Yeah, if they want to jump, you can do so. Like I said, it's better to get a running jump, though, if you're going to do it.
Here, I'll get out of your way.
Guys, there's stuff over here.
What's the range on detect magic?
Right,
30
is,
feet.
Is Doggo going to try and jump?
Yeah, why not?
Alright, give me an athletics check, then.
Okay, we're jumping.
Oh boy.
Alright, you jump across. You firmly land on the other side, and the wood creaks a bit, and the vines kind of seem to, like, not really react so much, but you land in them, so you're just it's kind of like they're a little bit slimy and slippery, so you're like, for a minute, before you catch a wall, get a hold of the wall, and you're like, okay, I'm good. But there was definitely a moment where you thought you were about to go backwards into the hole.
Very, very close. Hey guys, I made it.
Great.
And yeah, you
Yo,
can
yo.
now clearly see that there is a stairwell ahead that leads up into the next room where these lights are at.
Well, I'm gonna look this way. Who's coming?
Yeah, I'm not a jumper.
I could always toss you across.
Do I look like a dwarf?
I catch.
That's what I heard.
I think we all heard that.
Oh, Welburd.
Hmm?
Give me a second.
Yeah, hold up there, Spielberg.
No, there's a very specific reason why I said that for a minute. But yes, so Doggo, you head up into this room then? Deal with that real quick
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
So you walk up into this room and you can see with what dark vision you have between and with these lights that this room is well vegetated. Once you get to the top of the stairs, you can see that there's actually a carpet of like really fluffy grass, and there's plants growing up all around the whole room. And in the center of the room is a chestnut that is at least 4 feet tall.
Wow.
And the chestnut does have like a seam all the way around at the center point of it.
Keep doing that. I'm going to take my Kopish two-handed and try to like slice right at the seam.
So you kind of hack at the seam. Alright, give me an attack roll.
Hey, Bilderberg, before you go too far, we should check out these nuts.
You give it a smack, and there's like, when it hits the actual nut itself, there's a quang, and it just shakes up your arms, and you're like, ah! for a second, but you do see that like it moves a bit when you hit it, not like cracking at all, but like it was already open and you could have just pulled it open.
Okay, well then I guess I'll try to pull it open.
Yeah, you kind of stick your claws in there into the seam and just push it open, and it opens up. And let's see what's inside.
A smaller identical chestnut.
Nice.
Ooh, that's a bad roll.
That was a crappy roll.
Did it actually roll?
I hope not.
No, that's
I don't-
it's the number in the thing. that
Oh,
it was.
okay. I was gonna say.
Come on, big money.
45 gold coins and a scroll of fairy fire.
Yay.
Now, you can, because you're all by yourself down there, you have the choice. You can attempt to just take the money for yourself instead of splitting it with the group. Or you can just take it back and be like, I found this.
Well, for the time being, I'll probably just hold on to the gold, but I'll when I get back over by them, I'll probably show them the scroll and ask them what it is.
Okay, so you take what you found in the chest back. Only reason I ask is this actually does have ramifications. Like, normally we always split gold unless you want to try to keep it. If you want to try to keep it, you have to make a check to try and, like, do so so that nobody knows you did it. And if you do so, you gain bad karma.
Okay, alright. I mean, honestly, I feel like, I guess, Doggo probably would split it just for the fact of he isn't the one for material things.
Alright, so you basically, everybody gets 11 gold and you get 12 for the finder's fee.
Okay.
So yeah, Doggo makes his way back over, and you can easily leap back over this thing now. You know kind of the weak points. So you make your way back to the group and split the money up with them. And show them this weird paper that you found.
Excellent work.
Puny
Hey.
Ratman, you want paper? That was towards Wandermind or whatever the
Garret.
yeah.
I'll take a look at it.
I'll ritually cast Identify.
Alright. You can put it away for now, you probably should. Identify takes an hour to cast. So
Oh, okay.
you have a scroll of fairy fire, but you
Gotcha.
can figure that out later.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a scroll. I could definitely research this and
So,
look into
Welburd,
it.
you passed over the frame, this door frame, right?
Yes.
When you did, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
You should see why now.
I will be something I can count as I can see.
It is danger sense related, yes.
Oh, do I have
Yes.
to make a deck save too?
Well, Welburd went through first, so after, basically you'll get to be like, wait a minute, after you see him do this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but whoops,
Oh,
you outside
goodness.
the wall. Alright, so Welburd, you step through this doorway and suddenly a saw comes up out of this slot that was in the middle of the doorway. And flings by, and you just kind of roll over it real quick. Now, you don't have evasion or anything, though, do you?
I don't get evasion. So I
So you
didn't
take
see
half.
from my 18 passive.
Hmm?
Fair enough.
You take half.
Okay.
As literally a buzzsaw comes up out of the floor.
Ow.
Whoa!
Hey,
Watch
look out!
mama! Oh boy!
Is this thing common?
Sometimes.
He usually kind of pats himself down and checks himself over. Well, I got a cut.
Woohoo! How did I not see that? Oh boy. Be careful, guys. Yes,
Every-
I saw. I'm sure you all saw that.
Everything important intact still?
Yes. I checked that first.
It just tickled.
Well,
Nipped a few hairs off the taint.
I'll walk back. Is there any way? Can I roll a perception check to see if I can find a way to disarm it?
Sure. You don't even need to roll a perception check. You know it's there now, so you can just kind of give me a thieves' tools check.
Okay.
All
15.
right. You can spend a point of thieves' tools to disarm this in the most indelicate but also effective way by jamming it with a crowbar.
Okay.
So he kind of goes, "I'm gonna do a thing. You guys run across real quick," and he just crams the crowbar into the spot as the saw tries to come out. And you all kind of zip through.
come on, Jerry.
I'm coming.
Watch out for the cracks in the floor.
What is this thing right here?
Oh, the big cracks in the floor are what you're standing in.
No, I meant, is that just like a bush or something, like a
Yeah,
flower?
there's like a weed coming up out of the crack.
Okay.
These cracks in the floor aren't very deep. They're just like a foot and a half deep. So you kind of like stumble into it as you rush through the saw blade thing. Which eventually that thing starts shooting sparks and eventually dislodges the crowbar violently.
Am I still sensing any other magic?
There is a couple of little light orbs here and there in the corners
Okay.
and stuff. Like here, there's one.
Yeah. Okay.
Other than that, no. This room seems pretty mundane.
Are these statues depicting humanoids or like humans?
They seem to be a bit large to be humanoids. I would say
Like, do
probably
they have
giantish or
human-like
something.
features or anything on their faces that distinguish them?
They
that
look
they're not
rough,
human?
more or less humanoid, but you can probably surmise if based on the size, they're either made as statues that are not to scale, or they're meant to look more like giants. Alright, now this hole that you're about to step into there, Doggo, is a bit deeper. Like it's about 4 feet deep.
Oh, the cracks too?
Yeah, that one is. You're still kind of sticking up out of it, but if you hop down into it, it's like there's only like 3.5 feet of you sticking up out of the hole.
Wow, that's it's a deep hole.
Come on, Jerry. Let's go.
Yeah, the floors are a bit rent open here.
Since I would only have 5 inches over it, I'm just gonna hop over the hole.
Okay.
Should I roll anything for that?
Nah, this area right here is small enough that you can get across it pretty easy. Not to mention you have advantage anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'll follow directly the same path that he just took.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk ahead slowly and just like kind of make sure I don't hear the ground like cracking or
Yeah, just
anything
keeping
that
your eyes,
might.
your ears peeled
Yeah.
for any danger. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some lights up ahead. One of those little floaty thingies.
Yep. And there's also this here seems to be some kind of iron spike sticking out of the wall that's covered in leaves and plants.
It's a spike.
Yeah, that doesn't seem promising.
I suppose we should stay away from the walls.
Am I sensing anything down here, Axel?
There's some more of those lights. Other
Okay.
than that, magically, not so far.
Okay.
These lights do seem to be blooming around a rose bush.
I'm going to poke this spike with my one of my javelins.
Yep, it just makes the sound of metal on metal. Just kind of tink tink. It's like an old rusty iron spike sticking out of the wall.
Oh, what would the benefits of having a spike like that there be?
To skewer one of us?
How tall is the spike?
I'd say
Like
it's about
from the ground.
midway up the wall, so like 4 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna tell Dudu here to go walk up and kind of just like, walk past the spike and see if it happens to set anything off.
Oh, I love that you named him Doo-Doo.
I did.
So your pupper kind of walks forward a bit and snuffs around and kind of makes a yipping sound like he smells something. The kind of sound that, because he's a hunting animal, the sound he would make when he smells injured prey.
Oh, so he got excited.
Like he smells blood.
Okay, well, if he went, I'm gonna take the exact same path he took and go look what he's looking at.
But I mean, like, and the spike in the wall. If it's just one, then it's already out. What are the odds of someone hitting it? This is just bad design. Bad design.
And as you approach up there now that you're up with him, you can smell it too, the smell of blood. Not too fresh, but still wet.
I feel like
I smell blood.
I feel like I shouldn't be taunting the dungeon. I might get fucked for it. Blood?
Blood.
What does the ceiling look like if we were to peer upwards?
Just indistinct stone, much like the walls and everything else here.
Okay.
I still don't trust the spike, though.
Yeah, the spike is particular. I'm not a big fan.
Now you can actually see the blood splattered on the floor.
I see dead people.
Or what remains of them?
Oh. Maybe these are those people that were wandering in.
Oh, this is gruesome.
Alright, and where you're at now there, Nago, is a stairwell down. Like you can see where there's distinct wooden steps going down into like what looks like some kind of chapel.
I wanna investigate, kind of like this area, like the altar, basically.
What do you want to try and investigate about it? Just
Basically, like look for anything that could be useful. Maybe figure out. I mean, it obviously looks like the cultists were around, but see if I can't find maybe other items that tell that they're close.
okay. So you start to head down here to go look at this thing, and your dog just kind of standing by you. And as the other group is approaching, Gavril, you can kind of lean down and look at this guy, and they look like a common folk from the town. They just look like a villager.
Yeah, Gavril actually wanted to maybe take a knee and see if he could determine maybe how long, if this is a fresh corpse or...
Yep, go ahead and give me an investigation check for anybody that wants to try and check out something in the room or the area.
I'm gonna check out this big thing on this
Wow,
this big
good
sword.
rolls.
That is a big sarcophagus.
Oh, wait,
Actually,
would
with a
check-
sword laying across the top of it.
Would checking a body be investigation or medicine?
You can use medicine for that.
What is this right here
That
that
is
I'm
a
looking at,
rosebush.
Axel?
Oh, roses.
Kind of roses you haven't seen previously in this area. Like they don't
Yeah.
seem indigenous to the region.
Yeah, I would definitely like to investigate the roses.
Okay, so if you want to give me nature for that.
All right.
Good roll.
Alright, well this man is definitely dead, Gavril. It seems pretty recent. It actually looks like he was lifted by the neck by something and smashed into the floor hard enough to actually crack the stone.
And
tile.
that's gonna prompt another look up at the ceiling.
The ceiling seems to be fine, other than some blood splatter. As for the rose, yes, Garret, you can actually identify this exact species of rose, and it was you've seen it in a book somewhere before, and it's actually from a very famous play. And why it's actually well known because of this blight is it is an extinct species of rose.
Oh.
Oh, very interesting. Hmm.
Called a sprite dew.
Wonder how much that would sell for.
Sprite dew?
A sprite dew rose.
Huh. Can I try to remove? Maybe by the roots, even?
You could try to cut it out carefully if you want to, yes.
Yes, I would like
Go
to do
ahead
that.
and do you have an herbalism kit?
I don't believe so.
Okay, then just spend a point of adventuring gear to take your time and dig this out and package it up into like some kind of wrapping and stuff like that.
Okay, it's a Sprite dew rose? Is that what you said?
Sprite dew rose.
Yeah, very interesting. I think I'm going to take a specimen of this back with us. I believe this thing's extinct. This could be very valuable.
Now for Doggo, you find this down here. There's several more villagers dead around these pews, and the pews seem to be slightly damaged. And there's blood smearing everywhere. There's a small candle lit on the altar still, but there also seems to be some kind of knife lodged in the floor by one of the bodies, like he tried to defend himself from whatever killed them all. And the altar itself is streaked with long-fingered, bloody handprints. And the blood is still very fresh. Like I said, it's drying, but still wet. So this didn't happen too long ago. As for Welburd, that sarcophagus is big. Like, it takes up a 15 by 10 by 8 area.
Oh.
So it's 15 feet long, 10 feet wide, and 8 feet tall. It's a big stone block with a sword laying on top of it. That's as big as it is.
Whoever's buried here is a big boy.
Huh.
But as you're all doing your investigations, you kind of... I'm sure all of you have a passive perception over 14, right?
Exactly 14.
Garret does not.
So Garret doesn't notice. Everybody else does. You all kind of hear like... clunk, 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 from down the hallway. Like the sound of very heavy footfalls, like almost like they're wearing metal shoes. And then from somewhere closer nearby, but you don't see anything. You just hear these voices like muttering to each other.
Wilbur, did you say something?
Huh? No. I don't know what that is.
You don't know what is?
Clunk, 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 clunk.
Don't you hear that?
This time they sound like they come from the back of the chapel area.
Oh, so they're coming from towards me?
They seem to be coming from different directions.
Jerry would suggest sticking back. Here's something loud and dangerous, maybe.
We did.
You think they're mad I took the roses?
Maybe.
He told us. There might be more. Clunk, 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 clunk.
That sword or whatever that's in the ground, is it just like a shoddy?
Yeah, it's just a crappily made, like, dagger.
Okay.
The kind that you would expect a commoner to have.
Okay.
Not steel, just straight iron. You can take it if you want, but yeah, it's just an iron dagger.
Is this anything right here? Is that just like a weird little thing?
Let me zoom in. That is a small hand axe. Looks like a hatchet laying on the floor.
Oh, okay. I wasn't zoomed in far enough. I could see that.
So I'll get my Spitfire and make sure it's all locked and loaded.
Alright, so you guys all you that are near him can see Welburd pull this extremely fancy looking gun that of the kind of you've never seen before unless you've read historical texts about dwarves.
Some exquisite craftsmanship.
Oh,
Because
very
the dwarves are
particular. Very
extinct.
interesting.
Like, their stuff is ancient technology. And this thing is weird and snub-barreled and donkey-looking and just has whirring parts and machinery.
I'm assuming you've used that before.
We'll see.
Pretty stick.
Axel, after I'm done collecting the roses, because Garret is so uh, has issues with his memory, he forgot to cast Mage Armor. Not me, of course. He did. He's going to cast Mage Armor.
Okay, so you start to cast Mage Armor when somebody has stepped close enough. This mushroom here in the corner of the room starts wailing.
Oh
Like
boy.
like an alarm siren, just wailing at top pitch. The whole room is just absorbed in the sound.
I was just about to go investigate that.
Welburd will start screaming along with it.
Is it shrill? Is it loud enough that we'd have to like try to cover our ears, or is it just more?
It's obnoxiously loud, like a fire alarm. Like it's super loud and annoying, but not enough to damage you. It's just annoying.
And it looks like, you said it looks like a mushroom?
That's
Yeah, it
not
is a
good.
mushroom.
That's not good. Shut that thing up. Shut that thing up.
Cut it!
I'm gonna take my Kopesh and smack it.
Yep, go ahead and make a swing at it. Right.
Should probably change the roles in the character sheet.
Yeah, I just changed the default in the main game now, but it didn't retroactively seemingly,
Yeah.
which is annoying. Alright, what's this thing's AC? I'm sure it's super low. Yeah, you hit it. Alright, so if you haven't used this before, how you can roll damage is just click the word Kopesh in chat on the box. Yep, like that.
Okay. Okay, I've fixed it on my character sheet so it won't keep rolling
Alright,
advantage.
alright, so you gave it a quick smack, but it still seems to be standing firm. It's quite a big mushroom. Now you do have multi-attack, so you can hit it again.
Oh, okay, I thought you said that it was done. Okay.
That one hits as well. You give it another hunk, and there's a big chunk of it missing out of the stem where you're hacking it, but it doesn't seem to fall over yet, and it's still screeching.
Can I have a go? Can I take a slash C at it too?
Yeah. Well,
Oh, brilliant.
Yes.
Wow.
You
Oh,
missed
yeah,
the
you have
station
extra attack as well.
mushroom.
Yeah, you have extra attack as well, so if you want to swing at it again, you can. That one definitely
There we
hits.
go. Boom.
Ooh.
Nice.
I guess the first slash he kind of stumbled stepping around doo-doo.
Yeah, and it falls, it stops shrieking finally as you chop it off at the stem, and it flops around. Kind of deflates a little bit, and some spores come out, but not enough to, like, get up in your face or anything.
It was shrieking for like a good like half minute though, right?
I would say it was shrieking for, like, 7 or 8 seconds. Solid.
Well, guys, that's not good. Not good in the keep at all. It could have drawn any sort of monsters or creatures this way. Just be ready. Just be ready.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
Coming!
You guys know these are coming even though you don't see them yet, so everybody's gonna roll initiative. Like, you know something's coming, you don't know what, but you're all on initiative for this.
Ooh, yeah. Damn, nice. Nice. Woohoo.
Where's the initiative button?
There's an initiative on your character sheet, you should be able to just click it.
It's to the right of
Oh, okay, I see
armor
it.
class.
Yeah, it's right with armor class.
Wow. Oh, this
Oh
is
boy,
how
bringing down the
all
average.
day's been going.
Hey, that's 2 naughty die so far.
Yep. And he's bringing down the average. Pretty hard for you guys. Because yes, for those of you who haven't participated before, initiative in this uses the side system, which means everybody rolls, we take the average, and the side with the higher goes first, as a group.
Okay.
And then it just bounces back and forth between the two. If either side gets surprised, that side automatically wins initiative, just flat out. Unless somebody has the alert feat, in which case that person can choose to go before the enemy, if they're the ones that win surprise.
Or you could go read the Discord channel over an exploding dice.
Well, that's another die for the naughty dice pen, though.
Yep, I already added the first one. Alright, you guys got an average of 17.5. Let's
That's
see
still
what the
pretty
monsters
good.
get.
You guys did so well, and then I come in and just wreck.
I
Yeah,
had a
Brett-
feeling there would be a 1 after those 2 20s.
Right. And you guys gonna watch the fight tonight?
Actually, yeah, after this, a bunch of my friends are getting together for a party in the fight.
And they got a 12.4, so you guys actually win initiative.
Oh, nice.
So they will spring their trap, but you guys will actually get to go first. Because they are not actually invisible, they were just hiding in the darkness where you couldn't see them. So I will put their tokens on the correct layer now, and then if you can see them, you can attack them. If not, well, you can't. Alright, they're there now.
I don't see anything.
Nothing. The suspense is the worst part.
I see.
Is that
Over here.
on the sarcophagus? I see a hand.
That?
Yeah.
You can kind of hear it cackling from all around these weird small creatures.
So
Yeah, you can definitely see them, Khal. You're standing right there, and they're right in direct line of sight. They're standing on top of the back of the sarcophagus in the shadows.
Go for it, big dog.
okay, yeah. I'm gonna go run up here, and
So you climb right up on top of the sarcophagus.
I'm going to slash the heck out of this guy in front of me.
Alright, also, you can rage, don't forget you're a barbarian.
Probably be a good idea to rage.
Get pissed,
Is
son.
that's the rampage then?
Yeah, it's just rage. No, rampage is different for you, that's a racial. You're a barbarian, all barbarians can rage. It's a bonus action to activate.
Oh, I don't even. Okay.
It's not on your list because it's inherent, it's on the, you have rage 3, so you have 3 uses of it. So when you rage, you are,
okay.
as a barbarian, when you rage, you have advantage on all strength checks, strength saving throws, and you get an additional +2 damage on all melee, strength-based melee attacks.
And resistance.
And resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Okay.
It's really good.
All right. Yeah, I will use one of those. And does a 15 hit?
Yep, a 15, I believe, will hit. Open them back up again. I closed them like an idiot. Yes, a 15 does it.
Okay, 8 slashing.
And 2 rage.
Also, on top of that, you are a dervish. Your feet,
I hit the wrong.
yeah, that's fine. As your dervish feet, when you hit a creature with a melee attack, you can freely move by 5 feet as part of the attack.
Yep.
And since you haven't hit that creature yet this turn, you deal in another 2 additional damage the first time.
Okay, so What you're saying is I could attack the one and then take a 5 foot and attack the other?
Yes. And if you do that, you get a +2 to damage against each one that you attack for the first time each turn. So if you attack both of them, you'll get +2 damage on top of your rage to each of them.
Oh.
So you would do 8,
Okay.
9, 10, 11, 12 damage to the first one, and then whatever on the second one if you hit.
Okay, cool. That's not gonna hit.
No, it does not. But you put a clean hit into the first one. Yeah, the Dervish feat basically makes it so every time you swing, you get to make a 5-foot step for free, and they can't make attacks of opportunity against you with it.
Alright, so my little doggy here, Doo-Doo,
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna come up here.
Alright, Doo-Doo needs to make an athletics check to climb up there, though, because it's a bit tall for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just needs to make sure he can do it.
Athletics is strength?
Yep.
Wow.
Alright. So Doo-Doo manages to get up there, but he uses his entire turn to get there.
So, like right there then.
Well, he can get to you. It took him a while to climb up. He's like skittering it up with a dog paws. It's like when a small dog tries to jump on a couch.
Oh. Okay.
Alright, so that's that for you. Gavril, you also now are, like, you could have seen them, but you didn't know where to look, so when Doggo jumps up there, you're like, what?
How adorable! But now I actually can't see the creature, so
But you know there's something there if he wouldn't be running up there to attack them otherwise.
no.
Yeah, you definitely hear my sword clanging around.
Yes, as your second swing, you try to bring in your second swing, this thing actually like pulls up a pair of like what look like one of them is a dagger, and the other one's just a straight up hatchet, and it brings them both up and blocks your blow and kind of laughs at you with this raspy, cackling voice.
Garret, bring the torch closer, please.
I'm working on it.
Oh, my screen jumped. There we go.
Ah.
Can you see enough now?
Yeah, now I can see them. It's these two guys, right?
Yep.
And there was one behind the pews I can see now.
Khal, do you have that taken care of?
Go.
Wait, what?
He just said go.
Yeah, I said go. In the heat of battle, go.
No, just because if he can handle those two. If something's gonna be rushing us from the left
Or the bottom.
or the bottom, I'd rather defend our torch bearer and Mr. Shortnose.
I can try to take care of the one to the left. I can go now.
Okay, so yeah, he's not. He just moved to in case something comes from the left. I guess I'll just ready an attack for his action.
Alright, so if anything steps within range, you'll just swing. Okay.
Yeah.
What is this right here? Is this a door up here to the top to the north?
Yep, that is another pair of doors. This one looks to be made of brass.
Okay. I'd like to go. Can I use acid splash on these two here, or
Yeah.
one of them?
Well, it hits both.
It's a DC 14.
Okay, I will roll their checks. Dexterity? Yes.
Watch out, Fargo.
Alright, so you got one of them.
This would be 8 points of damage.
Some good acid damage. Alright. As it splashes the one, he just kind of swats at it. These things actually almost remind you of goblins in a way, except for not the skin tone is wrong. They look like short, gnarled humanoids with very large red hats on, and they're carrying wickedly serrated edged axes and daggers, and wearing large iron boots.
Mm,
Hmm.
I'll go. Wrap around him, and I'm going to send a burst. Not so much burst, just I'm going to fire.
Yep.
At the one over here.
Okay.
Ah!
Oh, lose a
No.
point of ammo.
Oh
Fuck, I just
man.
bought that today.
It's even worse for him because his ammo is expensive because it's special for
20
that gun.
gold.
Well, I gotta shoot again.
Another one for the naughty bin, right?
Yep, I've got it now. Alright.
16.
That hits.
15 damage.
He kind of grunts as this bullet just sinks into him. And you guys are accustomed to the sound of black powder weapons, the very loud boom as they fire in the kick. This thing is smooth and quiet comparatively. Like it's still got a loud crack to it, but it's far more refined and just a small like pelt of bullets just fly at this thing out of the front end of this thing. This gun is just.
And I'll move back to here and continue my watch to the south.
And parts of it are whirring and spinning and like there's all kinds of weird machinery going on with that gun. Alright, so I think that is all of you, yes. Now, before these things start to attack, one of them is gonna kind of spring up this way. Kind of jumps up on the altar and points his wickedly pointed daggers at Gavril in the group. But Gavril because he's right in front. And then they're like this raspy kind of broken common because it doesn't seem like it's their first language. It just the risen prince told us to watch, like more would come to do what they did before.
User
He was
disconnected
right.
from your channel.
We will break you, we will cut you, we will stomp you.
You will try.
Many human flesh will be rent.
User joined your channel.
Red caps will see to it. And he comes rushing the rest of the way, which Gavril gets to swing before he continues. That hits. Solid blow. These things are
Would you
hardy
say
for
that
their
this thing
size.
is? Would you say this thing is larger than life?
No.
No bonus. Oh.
Regrettably not. But this thing comes clomping up to you with these weird, loud boots. Alright, and it comes still aiming up to you, and I actually need you to make a dexterity saving throw. This is not a stun attack. That is not enough to save. So instead of attacking with these blades that it seems to be carrying, it just rushes up to you and frickin' dives at you feet first and kicks you in the shins.
Ah.
And it sends you off your feet. Because
User
these boots are
disconnected
like
from your channel.
15-pound weights on its feet. So, okay, you take... .32 bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone.
Oh, Jesus.
As this thing just jump slams into you with its feet first and sends you flying off your feet.
User joined your channel.
As soon as you hit half, you gain resistance, remember.
So he's just splayed out on his back.
Yeah.
Barely,
When you hit
like,
half your
holding on.
max HP, you're getting resistance, so you only take half of whatever's left.
Testing.
There you go. You're good now.
Yeah, I just had to shut it off and log back in. I don't know what was going on.
So what's your max HP, Gavril?
48.
Alright, so if you took you took more than 24. So when you hit 24, you'd only take half of what's left. So you would only take 4 points past that. So you'd be at 20, not 16.
Okay.
Because you gain damage resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing when you get below half health.
Quite
That's
the
one of your
kick.
warden abilities. But that's its whole turn.
He's hurt.
And then the other one comes rushing up to take advantage. As
Oh,
they
no.
do. This is gonna go fun. Okay, he brings his wickedly serrated blade round right through the throat of the weak point of your armor. Gets a crit.
No.
So his total damage would be 14, but you take half still, so you take 7. I'm pretty sure your AC is 20, or no, it's 19, isn't it?
Yes.
19, that's what I thought. Yeah, if they didn't have advantage, they probably would have never hit you. Alright, next one. So yeah, he missed. This thing swung at you 3 times with these blades, but it only hit the 1 time. Next one's attacking Doggo. And yeah, when that thing kicked you, you notice these things have way more strength than something their size should. As is quite obvious from the fact that they could even do that to someone your size. Alright, Doggo, what is your AC?
Mine?
Doggo.
Mine is 15, I think.
Yeah, 15 should be right. It's plus 2 dex, plus 3 con.
Yep.
Barbarian unarmored. So you take 12 points of slashing, but you roll resistance, so you take half, so you take 6. From the first swing,
Okay.
I'll just do all the swings and then I'll tell you what you take out of it. Oh. This one's having better luck, I'll tell you that much. So did you already take the 6?
Yeah, I took the 6.
Alright, so you take another 8 as he slashes you 3 times. Landing all 3 of those. This thing just slice and dice! Just carving into flesh. With these wickedly serrated blades.
Wait, so did I take half of 6, or did I take...
I already
12.
have them for you, so you
Okay.
took...
Alright.
In total that turn, you took 11, 14.
Okay.
Alright. Generally, I will just tell you the damage you take, and you'll just have to have it yourself, but I just wanted to go over it for the first round. Welburd. Dex save. Come. He just charges up the hallway towards you. Alright, you passed with the advantage. Because you definitely heard it coming, as these iron boots are just thunk. And this thing dives past you feet first. So no effect, you completely avoided it.
Good. Whoa!
But he lands next to you and just kind of immediately just does like a kick flip up to his feet. And gets his blades ready again.
Oh, you cheeky little shit! Fuck off!
And then the next one steps up and he's gonna try to attack Doggo as well, because kind of up there with him. They can't really do the charge from there, or they'll get swamped out. Alright, so they only hit twice that time. So the total damage is 19, and you take half. The second one just lays into you with blades, but one of them manages to actually not quite land, and you kind of parry it away with your Kopesh. Snarl at him. And that's them.
Well, damn.
We
Alright.
can, when it's our turn, can we like pick what order we go in?
Yes, that is exactly how it works. And you can intermingle. Like, the movement part of your turn doesn't have to be done separately. Like, you can move, then let somebody else do their stuff, then attack. It's just you have to do all of one part at a time. Like, if you do an action, you have to do all parts of your actions at the same time. So if you have multi-attack, you have to swing twice. You can still move between swings, but you can't, like, swing once, then let somebody else take a swing, then swing again.
Okay.
Okay.
You said Gavril was knocked prone, right?
Yes, he is prone.
Okay. I got something for us, guys. Have you hit this one yet, Gavril?
He's not
Negative.
damaged.
No, I only hit this one.
Okay.
And I do as well.
I'm gonna cast Charm Person on this one.
They are not humanoid.
Oh, they're not humanoid. All right. Well, that's not gonna work. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. When you guys go.
Okay.
Gavril's gonna. Oh,
Yeah, I'm just gonna attack these guys real quick. Should be pretty quick.
That hits. Alright, and then another +2 for Rage and Dervish, so +4. So a total of 12.
And that's on this guy right here. The one right here.
Okay.
And then I'll take my 5 foot and attack this one.
Which misses, but you still get to take a step.
Ugh. Okay. And then.
Dudu can try to bite him, and he gets advantage because he has pack tactics if you stay there.
Yep.
That'll
Nice.
hit.
Ooh.
Ooh, with a crit. Heyo.
5
Got
points damage.
You got the doo-doo bite.
Hey,
And I believe...
it was infected.
Let me check something on Dudu.
Would that be 10 then?
No, it added the second die.
Yeah, you don't double it. You roll extra dice for it.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 5 you roll any dice twice over, so it rolled 2d6 plus 1. Or plus his bonus, which is 3. So it rolled a 4 and it rolled a
It
1
rolled 2
and a 1.
ones. Wow. Of course.
Yeah. But yes, you got pack tactics on him, so that worked. Hey, it's an extra damage that he normally wouldn't even be doing, because Dudu bit something.
Gavril's gonna stand up.
Yeah, which takes half your movement, is all.
Yeah. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to use Warden's Grasp. It's basically gonna bark at the 2 adjacent freakish gnome things.
Okay.
Let us see who's mightier. And now they can't move away from me.
Unless they take a disengage, and then that's all they can do. Yeah.
So there. So Garret and Welburd should be safe from them. And then I'm going to assault this guy.
Alright. That definitely hits.
Nice.
Nice. That does not hit.
And then part of Blade Mastery, I can use my reaction to assume like a parrying stance and add another point to my AC. So now I'm riding high on 20 AC.
Nice.
Very nice.
That's it for me.
All right. I'll go. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sling the rifle and draw my fancy ass silver dress saber
Ooh.
and my pistol.
Okay. Which totally didn't come off a corpse.
Yeah, totally. I'm gonna move like that around, and I'm going to throw an attack at the one below Gavril.
With which weapon? The saber?
Saber.
Okay.
18.
Nice, dude.
Hits.
9. Then I'm going to get out of his reach because of mobile. He cannot hit me.
Yep.
And slice this guy in the back with the dress saber.
That one ain't hit.
Didn't hit, but he still doesn't get an attack on me.
Yep. Yes, for those that haven't experienced the fun that is Welburd yet, he is the mobility king
I'll move and get out of his range.
because of the build that we gave him. It's he has the mobile feat plus the martial ranger already increases their speed, so he has a speed of 50. And if he hits if he even swings at somebody with an attack, they can't use attacks of opportunity against him.
Very nice.
All right. Oh, wait. That's where I was going.
All right. I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb on this one over here.
That one looks near death.
Oh, okay. All right.
If you
then,
want to just leave him alone, like he
yeah,
just got it stabbed through with a longsword and then slashed in the back with a saber, and he's like holding his guts in with his one hand.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'm going to blast on the one north of Gavril. 12.
That will miss.
All right.
I believe so, yes.
That'll be it for my turn.
Just barely misses, but yes. Alright.
All right, guys. I have to run AFK real quick. I have to go move my truck.
No worries. Okay. You guys are making some headway. I'm gonna make a con save for this guy that's got his guts hanging out. Okay, he stays conscious. He's conscious enough to continue trying to kill you instead.
I'd expect nothing less.
And actually hits once. Gavril, so you take another 8 slashing. Which you have, of course. And since they can't move away from you, the other one doesn't have much choice.
But can he beat 20 AC?
Nope, he can't. He misses 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
So you just kind of like, the one, you're defending with your sword on the one side, and that one you manage to parry it twice, and then he gets one quick stab in through with his one dagger. The other one, you just hold your shield back there, just clang, 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 clang.
Music
Between
to
the
my
shield
ears.
and your armor, it just absorbs his blows.
Be careful over there, Big G.
Another one up top. He manages to hit the go a pair of times, doing a total of 17 slashing damage, which you have. If you got that tech.
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay. And then he actually slashes Poop Doo-Doo once, doing 12. Poor Doo-Doo. Then the other one walks forward and starts swinging as well. They're kind of trapped in with the melee people, which is kind of convenient, but also sad for them.
Right, just getting pummeled right now.
These things have a lot of attacks.
I'm doing my best.
And they're doing really well. This one does more or less the same things that the other one did, so it does 9 points to Doo-Doo, and then 18 to Doggo.
Just have
I'm back.
They're just flurries of blades. That just leaves the one to the south. Just gonna march here forward and start slashing. 1 for Welburd. Let's see if it hits. What's your AC, Welburd? No, it didn't hit.
16.
Yeah, that makes
I got
sense.
that special armor.
1 for Garret.
15's my AC.
25's gonna hit.
Oh, yeah.
So 8 slashing. And 1 more for Welburd, because he doesn't like you. You stabbed him, and you also... And he rolled a 12 again.
I actually didn't hit him once.
No, but you missed... You made him miss his awesome kick move.
Yeah,
He didn't like
just
that.
hopped over him.
Alright, that's them. So they're just flurrying blades at everybody. Just...
Alright, who else
Doggo
goes?
and Doo-Doo are getting chopped up.
I guess I'm gonna try to finish off this guy.
I could actually try to get that guy for you.
Okay.
And I can weave around this guy, see if I can take him out. Then you can go for the guy on top, because we'll need your help with the guy below us.
Sure. Okay. So if you guys want to take the lead, I'll
I'll
be
go.
too busy pairing and swaying.
There's one...
Go ahead.
Wait, oh, you're not leaving his range. Never mind.
Oh.
You actually didn't leave his melee range. I forgot. This one right here. You went all the way around him.
Yep, because I can. 18
Hits.
with a 10 slashing
dead.
damage.
This one falls to the ground with a splash of black ichor.
And then I am going to use my pistol to shoot at this guy, which I believe is the one that's more damaged. Try to help out Doggo.
Alright, so you take a shot at that one. Probably actually can only shoot the other one. Doggo's kind of in the way.
Well, I can move.
Yeah, you can if you want to, but you can do whatever. Just gotta remember that
I'll
there's
move.
this guy. Yeah, this guy. Okay, now you can shoot whichever one of those two. So this time you get the more traditional report of a black powder weapon as he brings this pistol up to bear and just boom! And it goes through the hull. And that distinct smell of gunpowder. But the bullet goes wide and smashes into the wall behind, spraying bits of rock around.
I meant to move there.
Alright, so that's Welburd.
Alright, I'll go. Gonna have Doo-Doo attack.
Alright, he gets advantage. That hits again.
Another crit.
The VIP right there.
There's better damage too.
Nice. And on the one that's right in front of him.
Yeah, the one that's right in front of him.
Alright, that hurt. That definitely hurt. He gets to, like... Dude just grabs a hold of this thing by, like, the knee and just... and just tearing into its kneecap.
The
And actually
greatest
manages
of
to pull a
doggos.
big chunk of flesh away.
Okay, so Doo-Doo's gonna move because he's like gimping away because he's hurt pretty bad.
Well, if he moves away now, they'll both get attacks of opportunity on him.
Oh, well, can he? Can he do a five step?
That's Pathfinder.
Oh, okay.
Fire
Yeah,
doesn't have those.
of course. Damn
Should
it.
I take an action to get away?
Okay.
But you might be able to kill
Then-
one of them, so...
I'll help you out. I'll attack your guys.
I'll be able like I can take them. I was just I kind of want to use that spot that he's in.
Well, you can still... You have melee range to both of them, so...
Alright, well, let's attack. I guess let's attack Yeah, let's attack the one that he just attacked, because you said he's looking pretty worse.
Yeah, he's got a missing kneecap now.
Oh, jeez.
That hits. Alright, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's enough to kill him.
Alright, then I'm gonna take my... Well, actually, okay.
You move on to his spot.
Yes, but first, I want to bite this guy next to me with my rampage.
Oh yes, you are a null. So when you when you reduce an enemy to 0, you can take a bonus action to move up to 15 feet and make a bite attack.
Meh, that didn't do anything.
But you missed.
But yeah, so I'm gonna take this 5.
And then swing.
And yeah. God.
So basically, Dago just brings his Kopesh down in an arc and just slashes this first red cap in half, and it just leaves the 2 chunks falling to the top of the sarcophagus, just leaving a big puddle of black goo. And then he tries to bite the one in front of him and come around behind him and bring his sword down, and this thing just kind of does one of those woo and steps forward a little bit just in time. And kind of laughs at you like,
Alright, yeah, that'd be my turn then.
Yes, I'm gonna try to get rid of this guy.
Okay.
Gavril's just gonna point his blade at it and mark it.
So you're gonna try to do like your warden's marking him?
Yes.
Alright.
I cast my gaze on you.
Nice.
That definitely hits. So you 7. Hits again.
Nice.
Nice damage. Not dead, but he's definitely hurting. You managed to lay 2 big blows into him as you mark him with your target. And because of the Warden's Grasp ability that you have, or not the Warden's Grasp, but it's something else, I think, his speed is now halved. As long as he's marked.
Oh no, I can challenge him to a duel, or I'm gonna compel him to if he tries to attack anyone else, he has disadvantage. And then I guess it goes unless I say otherwise, I'm gonna end my turn always using that reactionary pairing stance.
Okay.
That's for the 20 AC.
Yep. And no, I was talking about it's part of your actual Warden's mark. Creatures you have marked treat all terrain as difficult terrain.
Right.
That's actually a subclass feature of yours.
So Wilbur's just gonna peer past the guy in the middle of him. So Garret, Jerry, you doing all right over there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna-
good.
I'm gonna hit this one with magic missile at level 3.
Oof. Here it comes.
Jeez.
15 points of force damage.
Nice job.
There goes a third of his HP.
Just fired off one missile after another.
Oh, nice trick.
I'm gonna light up the sky.
And I think that's everybody. To your side.
Yep.
Took 2 of them down this turn. Alright. The one at Gavril is going to go ahead and start. No hits. No whammies for you. Alright, the one at Dago is going to do the same. He does 8 points to Dudu, 12 points to Dago, and botches.
Oh, really?
So, he doesn't do anything with the third strike, but he takes away 1 die from the pool of the naughty dice.
All our hard work.
Wait, is that what happens when they crit?
When I botch, I take 1 die out of the pool. Doesn't happen as often as I would think it would, honestly. Alright, that leaves those ones. Now all that's left is the middle one. So he's gonna take a swing at Garret. Just missiled the shit out of his face. And he hits. So 10 slashing. Then he spins around and sweeps it at Shortnose. Misses. And because he's aggravated by the fact that he keeps missing, he's gonna keep swinging. And he actually hits you this time.
Wow!
7 points of slashing damage. He's like, ha! Gotcha!
Ah! Fuck you!
No, fuck you!
Oh, fuck you!
I was imagining them going back and forth, like, for like 2 minutes with this.
The whole round just, no, fuck you, no, fuck you, no, fuck you! I know you are, but what am I?
Y'all have some pent-up aggression.
Alright, that's them. That was quick and easy. Slashing lots. These ones are different, brothers. Not like the others. Easy prey. These ones know what they do.
How injured does this one look?
Half. Like he's hurt, but
Bloody?
not like enough to really cause many problems. And this is the one that's also muttering right now. He's just like, the Arisen Prince did not suspect these types to come. He was dealing with the cultists, calling on the ancient things that do not speak back. You are different.
Yeah, you're about to find out how much.
I'm gonna, I'll go. I'm gonna hit this one with a 2nd level magic missile.
Okay. Oh, faithful. Aye. There's another 3rd. Flump. Just machine gun missiling him in the face.
User disconnected from your channel.
I believe that's Garrett's turn anyway, so...
Alright, I'm gonna hopefully finish this guy off, for the love of all that is holy.
Oh no, did they kill
User
Dude?
joined your channel.
Yeah!
Good.
And with the rage of them killing, seeing Dudu laying on the ground, barely holding on for life.
Alright.
Slam down with my Kopesh.
Nice, 16 damage.
How did Dudo go down when I missed that?
One of them slashed him last turn during their combat, so he went down
Oh,
from
he
it.
did. Oh, dang.
Is, this one's not dead in front of me?
No, not yet. But you definitely put a real hard on him with that strike. Hit again.
There you go.
Another 12.
And he falls.
Yay,
Hammer
now-
this thing down with your coverage twice. Just boom,
One,
boom, and take chunks out of him and he falls to the ground.
I'm gonna move here. Oh.
Oh, I didn't take that guy out with my magic missile?
Nope.
He's worse for wear, but he's still.
He was at full
standing.
HP when you started magic missiling him, and you've literally done almost exactly a third of his HP every time.
Okay.
All right, I'll go.
Yep.
Move around here. Give him a slash.
Yep.
Nice.
9. Move here. And I will take a shot at him now.
Okay. Hits.
10.
Dead.
Excellent.
So you slash him, run around behind him when he's trying to, he spins around to see where the blade comes from, and you're just zipping away. All of a sudden, you just right in the back of the head. With a spray, he falls to the ground, leaving only one left.
He's going to just sort of shimmy to, yes, in case. So it's just mano cut off his access to the other guys.
Nice. Another 12. An 11 is not going to hit that.
Okay, and that's it for me.
Yep. And then parrying stance.
Yep.
Alright, that's that. So it's now its turn. You dueled it?
Yes, I bark a declaration of war to him.
Alright. So he's only going to attack you, of course. I doubt he would have done anything else anyways, but it's worth the in case. No hits. So back to your guys' turn already.
Wearing
just
out
the
my
last
shield,
one.
are you?
And he kind of like staggers back a step. He's like, not good, not good. Where have you gone, risen prince? You have abandoned us.
Oh, who's this risen prince fella?
We were promised blood. And we took it.
Where can this risen prince be found?
If I knew, he would come kill you.
I guess I'm actually going to knock him prone. Well, I'm going to try to make a grapple action. Well,
Oh.
yeah, shove, I mean.
Oh, you want to shove him, okay. So yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll. It's just a standard strength attack roll this time, basically.
Yeah, it's athletics.
Not hit.
Well,
You can do it twice, though.
oh, what did he roll against the grapple?
Well, no, when you grapple, you actually have to... Oh, you're grappling, or you're trying to shove? Which one?
I'm shoving. I thought shoving was a athletics versus
Shoving is
acrobatics.
actually an attack roll. It's a melee attack. It's grappling that's not. It's interesting that they made it an attack. Okay, that one hits. So you just smack him and he falls down. You can either push him 5 feet or knock him prone. You're gonna knock him prone.
He's gonna slam him with his shield to knock him, on the ground.
Yep, so he falls down.
We require answers.
Answers? You haven't asked questions.
Who, where, what is this prince?
Garflux enough. And he points to himself. Red cap. Last of my clan now.
Their kind doesn't seem to take well to, this line of questioning.
You were very vague. He's Fey. Who wants to roll Arcana?
I can roll Arcana.
Ain't know nothing about Arcana.
Oh.
Well, you can't really identify a lot about this creature, but you've heard of red caps, and they are Fey. And what you know of Fey, they can't lie.
He can't lie.
They just bend to the truth, or speak in riddles. Or if you ask very vague questions, just give very vague answers.
Is the risen prince within this keep?
Yes, this is where he was born. This is where he rose. This is where he will die again, I am sure.
Die again?
He wouldn't be risen if he didn't die once, would he?
Nah.
And it is a well-known fact that in the Ashwell universe, resurrection magic doesn't exist. It's told of in stories and folklore, but it does not exist.
Hey, how'd you die? Like, get back up. I want to do that.
I don't know how he did it. They've been gone for so long. It was strange to see one again. That's why he's a prince now.
What does he look like?
Very strange. Tall. Thin. 6 eyes.
6 eyes?
You'd know him if you saw him.
Jerry, you ever met someone with 6 eyes?
No. I was gonna say something. I was like, no.
That's 4 too many.
I met a girl with 6 nipples before.
Or perhaps you're just missing some.
Oh.
Wilbur's just kind of like poking at his face where eyes might go.
He did this. Exquisite work, isn't it? Mortals break so easily.
Where is this prince?
I don't know. He's around, I'm sure. He was here not long ago. He did this, and he kind of pats at the place where the floor's broken.
Oh.
He showed up not long ago. Contacted us. It's been so long since we'd heard from his kind. We thought they were all dead. Apparently they were.
What's the name of this kind?
And he spouts a word in a language that you don't speak. I don't believe anybody here speaks Sylvan.
Can you rub me by that
No.
again? Maybe write it down. So,
I'm sorry, I can't read. I was too busy learning how to cut.
you know, I can respect that. So, mister, why do you wear the red cap?
Why is your skin green?
I'm sure we could get in some very deep scientific examinations of why, but I don't quite know.
My cap is red because I dyed it that way, with blood. What else, of course?
I didn't dye my skin green with blood. I didn't rub leaves all over it.
It's just the way things are.
Oh, okay. I don't like this guy.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan either.
What was the his boss's name?
The Arisen Prince, he called him.
Oh, the Risen Prince.
If that's all your questions, I'll be going now. Thank you, gentlemen. It's been a pleasure.
I don't think you're going anywhere.
I have a question for you. Where you plan to go?
Elsewhere.
What do you eat?
What'd you say?
What do you eat?
Meat.
How long in the day do you sleep?
That varies, of course, but anywhere between 4 and 12 hours.
What's Risen Prince weakness?
Well, that's a good question.
Mortality, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
He died once, I'm sure he can die again. You do that, by the way. Silly.
What do you do for your hobby other than like cutting and murdering and things of that matter?
There are other things to do.
Eat?
Well, that's not a hobby.
Well, I don't know.
I love how you're just having this like regular conversation with it while I'm just trying to get information.
Is he prone or something? Gavril's holding him?
He's just kind of prone in front of Gavril, yeah.
Oh, okay. How does he look health-wise?
Not great.
Okay.
How many meals a day do you eat?
As many as I can.
How do you breed? I like this question.
I can show you.
Oh, please do. Just not on me.
Oh, and he starts to like undo his shorts.
Welburd, basically, it's as if he has like he's got like a book out and with like a pen and he's like taking notes.
Oh, I gotta get a sketch of this.
Oh god.
Oh, Jesus.
Is anybody gonna put a stop to that?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Garrett's gonna shoot him with a magic missile at level 2.
Okay. You don't want to see the red cap mating display?
Hey, I do have a question for you.
As he's like halfway got his pants down now.
What has 2 thumbs and blows shit up?
I assume you!
This guy! And I hit him with a magic missile at level 3.
Alright. Oh goodness, 17 damage. I'm pretty sure that kills him. Yep.
Yeah, this is a PG-13 show.
Aww.
Yeah, he's like, I assume you! And just... just dead. And a spray
Yeah,
of echoey
I had enough
blood.
of that guy.
So, on to more pressing matters. What do I do about my doggy?
You gotta go check up on him. See if he's gonna make it. He's at 0.
Alright. Should I do animal handling?
Lego, do you have any healing potions?
Somebody can use any kind of healing item. You can do a medicine check.
Well, I have a singular healing potion, and I definitely need it. I can do a medicine check.
Alright, go ahead and make a medicine check then.
Wait.
Oh. Doesn't
good
matter
job.
Gavril
anyways.
was in the middle of pulling out his healer's kit and then dejectedly just puts it away.
Well, he didn't do a very good job, so... The dog does not stir. It's still breathing, but it's ragged, and he's, like, not looking so hot.
You can give it.
Strangely enough, shoving him and going, "Hey, wake up!" didn't work.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
kicking it didn't
like,
work.
gently nudging him with my foot, like trying to like roll him over. Hey.
Is it breathing?
Yeah.
Very raggedly.
Is the bottle of Fix'em juice, is that a potion of healing?
It is a potion. You can definitely try to drink it yourself or give it to someone else.
No telling what'll happen.
I'm gonna drink mine.
You're gonna drink your Fix'em juice?
Yeah.
Let's see
What are
what
the special-
happens.
What are what are your rules for healing kit?
It's okay. I get advantage.
Yes, he
God
does. He's
damn
Null.
it.
Nulls are good at drinking nasty shit.
What does it taste like then?
Accurate badness.
Well,
You
no,
pass.
I was gonna say that wasn't an advantage, but I passed.
You drink it down into like, ah, not bad.
If I were to use the healer's kit, do I still have to roll, or is it just...
If you use the healer's kit, let me check. You can use the healer's kit and make a medicine check to automatically stabilize them instead of having to do it more than once.
Oh, but
or
if I
you can just
succeed-
straight roll roll medicine and try to give them successes.
Because there's death saves.
Oh yeah, should he be taking death saves?
I've been doing them.
Oh, okay.
So you said I can just use a single use of the healer's kit to stabilize him?
Yep. You just have to make a medicine check, and as long as you get like 50-50, you win. And he gets out.
Alright. Gavril's going to unpack his healer's kit and
Alright.
try to work some magic.
Give me a medicine check.
While these guys are doing this, I'm gonna go around and loot the bodies, both for treasure and to find identifying points so we can bring back Granny.
Grab some of those red caps. That's how they're known for.
The
is for their
doggo is
caps.
still at 0, but he is conscious and alive. Gavril,
So he's...
gain a
Oh,
point of
so
good karma for saving a dog that you didn't have to.
Yay. So he is stabilized, though.
Yes, he is stable and unconscious, just in bad shape.
Thank you.
Who wants to see a doggo die before his eyes?
So yes, you're going to start looting the bodies.
Yep, and as I said, looking for identifying stuff so I can bring them to Granny, show that these villagers.
Okay, so you go around to the villagers and kind of take off some kind of tokens from each of them to kind of identify them who they are.
Do they have any treasure?
As for the redcaps, their bodies start to like molder away and turn into piles of like black moss.
Their caps do the same.
Their entire bodies do, with all of the gear that they were carrying. Just molder away into nothingness and leave a pile of black moss.
I'm gonna try to move the top of the sarcophagus.
Oh wait.
Give me a second on that.
Before we do that, maybe we can take a little rest.
Yeah, we can take a short rest.
Oh yeah, we can spend hit dice then, can't we?
Yes.
Alright, between the room and the corpses and the shrine and everything like that, you find 27 gold coins.
I'm sorry, say again?
27 gold is found between the corpses, the temple itself, the bookshelf, everything. Like, you search the room and you find 27 gold in total.
Well, I can't share it, because my curse.
No, you can't, so gain a bad karma.
Oh.
And you have to roll
Let's
sleight
give
of
it a
hand
day.
to try and make sure nobody notices.
Oh, they're all busy over there.
Oh yeah, you managed to squirrel away that money real good.
I didn't find anything except for little tokens on these guys I can give to Granny. These guys are poor. Poor! I hate poor people.
Alright, Dodo, give me a strength check.
Wait. Before he does that, can we do a short rest?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can we use some hit dice?
Yep, you can spend hit dice to get back HP.
Ouch.
Nice.
There we go.
And any short rest abilities will also come back, of course. And Doo-Doo can roll his hit dice too. I don't know how many he has off the top of my head. Doo has 5 hit dice. Doo-Doo can roll up to 5d8 up to
With Arcane Recover, I get half, so I can get two
levels of
spells?
So a single level 2 spell or 2 level 1 spells, basically.
Wait, what level are you?
5th. Everybody's 5th level.
Oh yeah, for Arcane Recovery it rounds up, so you can get a level 3 back.
Nah, he's got round down.
Oh.
So, I do 1d8 plus 5 for Doodoo.
I don't think he has a +5 con, does he?
That's no, he has a +1, but Okay, when you're doing the hit points, it says 5d8 plus 5, so
Yeah,
that's what I
because
was.
it's 5 levels.
Oh
Okay.
shit! I forgot about my con bonus.
It's automatically added when you click the hit points button.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh yeah, you guys get plenty of healing back.
Oh yeah, I'm full health.
So am I.
Yeah, if you want to just roll its short form attack, you can just roll 8 plus 5 to dog or doo-doo when you're up to.
Yeah, that's what I just did.
Boo Boo's back up.
Are you gonna roll in the PK?
You did. Everybody was kind of rolling in there, but anyways, yes, you guys manage to get a short rest in. You kind of rest away from the bloody corpses and stuff. I assume you don't want to rest in the middle of the blood.
Yeah. Ooh. What's on what I can guess is the bookshelf in the back of the church? Little chapel thing.
Looks like really old, antiquated religious texts, like hymnals.
I suppose I'll grab these. Can probably bring them to the Ordo.
To who?
Ordo Vladim.
Ah, yes. So you're gonna start bagging up some books.
Yeah. How many would you say?
There's 15 of them on the shelf.
All right. Would I be able to carry 15?
If you want to bag them up using a point of adventuring gear.
Can Gavril assist because literature is super important. Shouldn't be left here.
Yeah, if you want to bag it up with them.
I'll
might
use the
split 'em.
adventure gear. Since I have an extra, I didn't pay anything for it, so it's fine.
Alright.
So I'll grab the 15.
Yes, but these look like old hymnals to some forgotten god. Probably forgotten for a good reason. Alright, and then Doggo wants to lift the lid on the sarcophagus, correct?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so give me a strength check. Alright, so you really just... And this thing does not want to lift up. It's sealed tight.
I didn't seem to like budge at all.
Nope. It's a solid slab of stone. 15 feet wide, or long, and 10 feet wide. This is a big hunk of rock.
Wait, isn't he raging?
Not anymore. You guys rested.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Can
Perhaps
we,
that. Continue.
Can we move the sword off the top of it?
You can try.
Yeah. Might be a good idea. Let's examine the sword first. I don't have history. Does anybody have history?
Yes, hold on just a second.
You know what? I got something that might help. Here.
Hey, Doggo. I have a spell that will give you a little extra boost in strength if you need a little help lifting that thing.
Sure.
Garret is going to cast Enlarge on Doggo.
That works.
Enlarge Doggo.
Expand Doggo.
Which
Doesn't that
essentially
double?
it gives you advantage. Yeah, well, not quite that big. You go from medium to large,
Oh, okay. Well,
and you now have advantage on strength checks.
It effectively doubles your actual proportions, though. So you went from 7'2" to 14 foot. Sounds.
yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I was laughing. 14-foot tall, fucking giant knoll.
Oh, that's a big boy.
Oh my god, and I still can't do.
Still having trouble.
Oh my god.
But, you guys defeated 5 red caps, so everybody gained 875 experience. Because we keep experience the old-fashioned way around these parts.
Excellent.
This Windows 10 is ridiculous.
Everybody got it?
You said 875?
875. That lid does not seem like it wants to come off.
Try taking the sword.
Yeah, can I try taking the sword?
You can pick up the sword.
Yeah, you can most definitely pick it up now.
Yeah, you grab it and it feels like it's the right size for you right now.
Oh, damn!
Ooh. How nice does it look?
It's a very finely crafted greatsword.
Ooh.
Well, let's see if we can open up the door to the north.
You gonna try it, Welburd?
I will test and see if it has any give first.
You take 5 electricity damage as you touch the copper door.
He just drops the floor and convulses for a second.
Dilbert, what are you doing? Someone put a wallet in his mouth.
Zappy!
Zappy.
Okay, don't go through that door.
Okay. I'm guessing that the handle of this great sword is like wrapped in like leather or something, right?
Yes, it is bound in
Yeah.
very old.
I'm gonna like stab the door with the great axe.
And Dilbert,
The
you should
great
get out
sword,
of the
you
way.
mean? Okay, so you stab at the door with the great sword. Leather is not... It's not rubber. You take 6 points of electricity damage.
Well-
but it should still. I mean, you're not touching the metal, so it shouldn't arc to you.
The whole sword is made of metal, including the handle. The handle's just
Yeah.
wrapped.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Electricity can go through leather.
You can feel
Yeah,
it.
electricity doesn't just go through metal; it goes through everything. Isn't an insulator.
It doesn't... It's not like it's deadly hurt, but it's still like... Ah! As soon as you touch the door.
Hey guys, I got an idea.
Let's not touch the door.
Yeah, let's not touch the door. Why don't we back away?
And I'll cast knock.
It didn't budge at all.
You hit it and it's like... Just zaps you and doesn't seem to budge. So you go up and cast knock.
Yeah.
The door does not open.
Oh.
Some doors aren't meant to be opened.
Indeed, that's how it usually works.
Well, it's unlocked. It doesn't mean. Yeah. So do I sense like the door unlocks it all, or do it, or okay?
You sense actually a very explicit arcane resistance to your attempt to open the door. Like something just suppressed what you tried to do completely.
Yeah, there's more to this door than meets the eye, guys. Oh, look at more dead bodies.
This is how it usually goes. Let's just, Mr. Dog, go. Well, just take that sword. Let's drag it out of here.
Okay.
You guys have done what you came here for, so you can leave.
We can probably find, figure out what it is. Ask somebody.
You wanna make me small?
You're still big for a
They
while.
can carry it.
Oh, really? I thought it was only a minute.
I mean, it's a good while.
Alright.
Either way, yeah, you guys have... It seems like you've completed what you came here for. You found out about the cult. You didn't stop them, but, they were already dead.
Yeah.
I gotta say, it looked pretty cool, nice and big like that.
If you guys don't want to walk your way back out, we can just...
Okay.
No, I like wacky racers.
I'm the winner. I have 50 movement speed.
And can't you also dash as a bonus action as a goblin?
Yes.
I cast grease right before he runs, right in front of him.
Well, we're just bolts 150 feet. It's like, damn, bro.
Runs in pace for 50. Runs in place.
Our revenge on dexterity saves will be fine.
Alright, so yes, you guys make your way back out of the keep. Carefully picking your way through the halls. And the doors allow you exit, and you make your way back to Hearthmore. Report back to Granny.
Granny!
What is it, Sonny? Oh, wait, you're the one I sent into the place to get killed. I mean, find people.
I love you too, Granny. Here you go.
He holds up the tokens.
They was dead already.
Oh, that's disturbing. What killed them?
Some
I-
red caps.
Something
Oh.
called the Risen Prince.
Oh my. There hasn't been a prince in these parts in so long. All we have is a baron.
The Risen Prince. As in, he's died and come back.
That is most peculiar. I don't think that's even possible anymore.
According to the red caps, he's done it more than once.
Oh,
I
that
like
is
it.
concerning, indeed. Well, you did good work, you boys. You went in and you came back out. That's what matters. Here you go. And she gives you, how many dead people were there? Five? So she gives you 15 gold to split up, plus the money you found, and etc.
15 each, or just 15 between
15
the four?
each.
Oh, 50.
15 each. Between the gold that you found in there and that, you came out pretty good. Hey, Garret got a scroll.
Yeah, that's important.
Hey, Granny, I got a question for you.
Hmm?
Who do you know that would be interested in some possibly extinct roses? I did find some very interesting particular type of rose in there that I'm pretty sure I've heard or read before is extinct. It's called the Sprite Dew Rose.
Oh my, that's the one from that play. Written by that young gentleman. Can't remember the name of it now.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Granny. But
Was it Wallace Jostle's Javelin?
Oh, that might be it. I don't remember. I went to quite a few plays in my heyday.
yeah, Granny, let's stick to the question.
I was quite the looker back when I was a youngin' like you.
Yeah,
I believe it.
yeah, I'm sure you were.
She goes on like
amazingly
this for
hot.
about 20 minutes.
Granny, get your shit together and answer the question.
That's no way to talk to your elders, young boy.
I'm pretty old too. But I don't look like I've fallen apart though.
Road. She looks beautiful. Granny, can I have some more juice?
Yeah,
Only if you
speaking of
pay
which-
for it.
Granny,
Aw.
why'd you try to poison one of our friends here?
I didn't do anything.
Your juice almost poisoned my friend.
I just sat here in my chair and made juice.
Yeah.
Granny's juice is perfect. What are you talking about, Jerry?
Sometimes the juice just doesn't like you.
Tastes like rat poison.
It tastes good.
For reference out of character, the juice has many different effects.
Yeah,
It is random.
Yeah, no, I figured that
figured
once
that.
you hit the button and rolled.
Yes. The juice is fun. It can have very, very good effects, trust me on that. But it's always a double-edged sword. But yes, Granny is kind of going through one of her moments of reminiscing, so she's not really going to be up for much conversation beyond that.
All right.
Welburd will listen to her.
But I think that sums up where we were going to go with this session. So you guys managed to go in and find a cult that was already dead and find out some information about some kind of prince that's roving about that Faye apparently answered the call of.
I don't much like Faye.
I got 2 bad karma.
You did.
It's great.
Ooh, I got 2 of my goals completed.
Alright, and before we finish up, everybody that completed the quest gets 1 good karma. That's all of you.
What is
And
what do we do with the karma? I forget.
karma, it has uses, but they only kind of come up in certain situations.
Gotcha.
And then, beyond that, I don't think anybody did any goal completions today. There were no named enemies, nobody leveled up. So I think we're all good to go for that.
Yeah, I finished one of mine.
I think I finished one of mine, and I'm 1/3 of the way on another.
Alright, which ones did you think you finished?
The last one and the third one.
Let's see. I actually don't recall them off the top of my head necessarily. Oh, yeah, you actually did finish the last one. Good work.
And then, did I get a third of the way of progress for the third one?
I will tell you before I go through after the session and check all that stuff, so we'll figure that out.
So I can just check that one off.
Yes, you can put anything that marked beside it so that you know you did it.
I just whispered you.
Alright. Yes, that is only your second time though. You failed that last session. You called Lilith once. I caught it.
Was it out of character though?
Nope. I knew you did it by accident because immediately you were like, no, I mean, like you tried to correct it, and I was like, ooh.
What happened? I just rebooted or something. I must have refreshed.
Alright. So, for the new people, how'd you like it? What'd you think?
That was a lot of fun. I'm still new to this style of Dungeons and Dragons because I've always played text-based.
Mm-hmm.
So I promise I wasn't shy. I was just, my mind was running a million miles per second.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of on the spot.
Yep.
Which is, thrilling in its own way. I like it.
Yes. It takes a bit to adjust to, but I find it very fun when you can get a group that's all comfortable with it, because they go full ham.
Yeah, when you don't have time to think about what you're gonna do, you go kind of crazy.
Which is fitting for this setting.
I picked a very straight-laced character, whereas those two picked a very, they get to have a little bit more fun with their dialogue. My guy's a little too serious.
It's not entirely intentional, but it is kind of intentional that almost all the short folk have more of a lighthearted stint to their characters, while also still being demented. Not all of them. There are definitely some halflings and goblins that are not funny. Their names are funny, but their characters aren't. Like, the halfling paladin is not a funny character. She's the matron paladin. She's everybody's mother, and you don't swear near her.
I would definitely come back if you would have me.
Absolutely. And how about you, Tech? What'd you think?
I had fun. It was like he said, the group that I've been playing with now, we've been playing together for almost a year, so I'm super comfortable with them, and it's I've been playing the same character forever, so getting the new character and trying to figure out how I want to play him based off of how he should be played. It's gonna take a little bit, but I definitely had fun. It was fun.
I'm glad you had fun with it.
I wanted to use his madness a little bit more, but we got these two crazy characters, and we never came into a spot because I was trying to start calling who was it? Garret. I was trying to call Garret a rat the whole time, and I was gonna tell him to like scurry up a wall or something like that, but we never got like that chance.
And that's the beauty of when we get to come back to more and more more and more different combinations of characters, and also more and more sessions. You'll have your times to shine, because there's definitely some characters that are inherently quieter, and they show up here and there. Garret and Welburd are not those quiet characters.
Yeah.
And they only bounce off of each other and make it worse. You stick Welburd with Garret, Lucian, Lorky, you're gonna get crazy.
But I was really happy finally somebody took a barbarian character, and somebody wanted to try the warden, and like recently I've had some characters interested in bugbears, which I really don't get very many people that want to play them. And yeah, you're not coming through, Judo.
Testing.
There you go.
Yeah, I must have hit something on my headset. Yeah, I was just gonna say that even for me, today I was a lot quieter than I normally am.
Yeah.
And it was just because I was riffing off of Welburd, and I was like, he was on a roll, and I didn't want to like jump in on it. So I was just waiting for the cues.
You're always welcome. Dude, just jump in on him, because it always makes it more interesting.
Yes.
It's also the first time I've played with a character that talks as much as I do.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of these sessions. Like,
yeah. No, it was
when
awesome.
you really get into it, I don't plan a whole lot of content for these sessions. Most of it is just the players going ham on each other while they're walking down empty
Quite
hallways
literally.
and avoiding traps.
Sitting there having a conversation for 20 minutes with a red cap, for nothing at all. Just like, what do you eat? When do you eat? How do you eat?
Yeah. How do you fuck?
Yeah, and that's the beauty of it. And yes, I'm glad to get more people interested lately. There's been a good swell of new players, and that brings me to, if you, the listeners, are interested in joining, there will be information in the description below about how you can come do so. Please do. We're always looking for more players. We do this once a month. The schedule changes every single month. We use a Discord to do all the planning. Please join. More people, always.
Well, but love you long time if you do.
Yeah, come on down. Come in. What? Oh, shit. What are we talking about?
Oh.
Yes, this has been Into the Ashwell, Episode 8, Cultivation. I'm glad you guys had fun with it. We'll be back next month to do more of this. We're getting close to some really big things now. Some things are being set in motion. We're doing more than just random delves. And by the end of the year, episode 12, maybe we'll get to floor 2.
Awesome as always, Axel.
Yeah, it's been fun. With that,
Thanks,
bye.
dude. Thanks, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Later.